Brake problems.
My brakes feel really spongy. I have to push them down further than usual to stop.
That's not good. Spongy brakes can be dangerous.
I know. What could be causing it?
It could be air in the brake lines, or maybe a leak in the system. You need to get it checked immediately.
Should I even be driving it?
I wouldn't recommend it unless you absolutely have to. Drive very slowly and carefully if you do.
Okay, I'll call a tow truck and get it to the mechanic first thing in the morning.
That's the safest thing to do. Better to be safe than sorry.
Car won't start. I'm stuck. My car just won't start.
Did you leave the lights on? Maybe the battery is dead.
I don't think so. It's making a clicking sound when I turn the key.
That definitely sounds like the battery. Do you have jumper cables?
Yeah, they're in the trunk. Would you mind giving me a jump?
Sure, I'll pull my car around. Just make sure the cables are connected correctly. Positive to positive, negative to ground.
Okay, thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Dealing with a dead car battery.
My battery is completely dead. I can't even unlock the car with the remote.
That's frustrating. How old is the battery?
It's about 4 years old, I think. Maybe it's time for a new one.
Probably. You could try jump-starting it, but if it's that old, it might not hold a charge.
Yeah, I think I'll just call a tow truck and get a new battery installed.
That's probably the best option. Saves you the hassle.
Exactly. Thanks for the advice.
Dealing with a flat tire.
I think I have a flat. I heard a loud thump a few minutes ago.
Oh no! Are you in a safe place to pull over?
Yeah, I managed to get onto the shoulder. Do you know how to change a tire?
I do, but it's been a while. Do you have a spare, a jack, and a lug wrench?
I think so. They should be in the trunk. I'm just not sure where to start.
Okay, let's take a look. First, we need to loosen the lug nuts before we jack up the car.
Got it. Let's hope this spare holds until I can get to a tire shop.
Dealing with a minor fender bender.
Oh no! I just bumped into the car in front of me.
Are you all right? Is there much damage?
I'm okay, but there's a small dent in their bumper and a scratch on my car.
You should exchange information with the other driver. License, registration, insurance details.
Right, I'll get my documents. Should I call the police?
If the damage is minor, you probably don't need to. Just take pictures of the damage and exchange information.
Okay, that makes sense. Thanks for the advice.
Getting lost while driving.
I think I'm completely lost. I took a wrong turn somewhere.
Where are you trying to go? Maybe I can help.
I'm trying to get to the highway, but all these roads look the same.
Do you have GPS on your phone?
Yes, but the signal is weak here. Let me try to reload the map.
If you see a gas station, you could stop and ask for directions.
Good idea. Hopefully I'll find one soon. Thanks.
Overheating engine.
My car is overheating. The temperature gauge is in the red.
Pull over immediately. Continuing to drive could cause serious damage.
Okay, I'm pulling over now. What should I do?
Let the engine cool down completely before checking the coolant level. Don't open the radiator cap while it's hot.
Right, I remember hearing that. How long should I wait?
At least 30 minutes, maybe longer. Once it's cool, check the coolant. If it's low, you might have a leak.
Okay, I'll wait and check. Thanks for the warning.
Running out of gas.
I think I'm about to run out of gas.
Seriously, how much do you have left?
The gauge is on empty, and the light is on. I'm not sure how much further I can go.
Are you close to a gas station? Check your GPS.
There's one about 5 miles away, according to the GPS. I hope I can make it.
Drive slowly and steadily to conserve fuel. Turn off the AC too.
Good tips. Thanks. Fingers crossed I make it.
Strange noises coming from the car.
My car is making a really weird noise. It sounds like a squealing sound.
Where is the noise coming from? Can you tell?
I think it's coming from the front. Maybe the brakes?
It could be your brake pads. They might need replacing.
That's what I was afraid of. I should probably get it checked out soon, right?
Definitely. Squealing brakes are a sign something's wrong. Don't ignore it.
Okay, I'll schedule an appointment with the mechanic this week.
Windshield damage.
I just got a rock chip in my windshield. It's small, but I'm worried it will spread. That's annoying. You should get it repaired as soon as possible. Do you think it's worth it to fix it? Or should I just replace the whole windshield? If it's small, a repair is usually cheaper and just as effective. It prevents it from cracking further. Okay, I'll look into getting it repaired then. Do you know any good places? There's a place down the street called Glassworks. They're pretty reliable. Great, I'll check them out. Thanks for the recommendation.
Conflicting advice on car maintenance.
My dad says I only need an oil change every 7,500 miles, but the mechanic at the shop insists on 5,000. Who do I believe?
That's a tough one. It really depends on your car, your driving habits, and the type of oil you use. Check your car's manual. It usually has a recommendation.
Good point. I'll dig that out. I mostly do city driving, stop-and-go traffic. Does that make a difference?
Definitely. City driving is harder on your engine. Maybe compromise at 6,000 miles and use synthetic oil?
Synthetic oil, huh? Is that much more expensive?
It is, but it lasts longer and protects your engine better. Think of it as an investment.
Okay, I'll research that too. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Better safe than sorry when it comes to your car.
Dealing with a chip in the windshield.
I got a chip in my windshield today. It's small, but I'm worried it will spread.
You should get that fixed as soon as possible. Temperature changes can definitely make it crack further.
Can they even fix a chip? Or do I need a whole new windshield?
Most of the time, they can repair a small chip with resin. It's much cheaper than replacing the entire windshield.
That's good to know. Where do I even go for that?
Many auto glass repair shops offer chip repair services. Some insurance companies even cover it without a deductible.
I'll check with my insurance. Thanks. Dealing with a puncture wound.
I think I ran over something. My tire's losing air slowly.
Sounds like a puncture. If it's slow, you might be able to drive to a tire shop, but keep an eye on it.
How slow is too slow? I'm not sure I want to risk it.
If you can hear it hissing, or if it visibly deflates quickly, definitely don't drive on it. Change it or call for roadside assistance.
I don't hear hissing, but I can see it's getting flatter. I guess I should change it.
Do you have a spare and know how to change it?
I have a spare, but it's been a while. I'm a bit nervous.
Take your time, follow the instructions in your car's manual, and make sure you're on a level surface.
Dealing with a scratched bumper.
Ugh, someone scratched my bumper in the parking lot. I'm so annoyed.
Oh no, that's the worst. Did they leave a note?
Of course not. Just a nice, long scratch. What should I do?
If it's just a surface scratch, you might be able to buff it out yourself with a scratch repair kit.
I've seen those. Do they actually work?
They can, for minor scratches. If it's deep or goes down to the metal, you'll probably need professional repair.
I'll take a closer look. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Good luck.
Debating the merits of a car diagnostic tool.
I'm thinking about buying one of those car diagnostic tools. Do you think they're worth it?
They can be. It depends on how comfortable you are working on your car and how much you want to save on mechanic fees.
I'm not a mechanic, but I'm willing to learn. I'm tired of paying for simple things.
Then it might be a good investment. You can read error codes and potentially diagnose minor issues yourself.
Are they easy to use?
Some are more user-friendly than others. Read reviews before you buy one. Look for one with a clear display and easy-to-understand codes.
Okay, good tip. Thanks.
Debating the necessity of rust-proofing.
I'm thinking about getting my car rust-proofed. Do you think it's worth the money? It depends on where you live. If you're in an area with harsh winters and road salt, it can be a good investment. I live in the Midwest, so we definitely get a lot of salt on the roads. Then it's probably worth considering. Rust can really eat away at your car over time. Are there different types of rust-proofing? Yes, some are more effective than others. Do some research and read reviews to find a reputable company. Okay, I will. Thanks for the advice. No problem. Better to protect your investment.
Suspecting a bad catalytic converter.
My car's been running really rough lately, and my gas mileage has tanked. I'm worried.
That could be a few things, but those symptoms often point to a failing catalytic converter.
A catalytic converter? What's that, and how much does it cost to fix?
It's part of your exhaust system that reduces harmful emissions. Replacing it can be expensive, hundreds of dollars.
Ouch. Is there any way to be sure that's the problem?
A mechanic can run a diagnostic test. They can also check for other issues, like a clogged air filter or bad spark plugs.
Okay, I'll definitely take it in. Thanks for the heads up. The dilemma of choosing a mechanic.
I need to find a good mechanic, but I don't know where to start. Any recommendations?
Ask friends and family for referrals. That's usually the best way to find someone trustworthy.
I've done that, but everyone has different experiences. How else can I vet them?
Check online reviews on sites like Yelp or Google. Look for consistent positive feedback and pay attention to how they respond to negative reviews.
Good idea. Should I get multiple quotes?
Definitely. Get at least 3 quotes to compare pricing and services. Also, ask about their warranty policy.
Okay, that's helpful. Thanks.
The frustration of a slow driver in the fast lane.
I was stuck behind someone going way under the speed limit in the left lane today. It was so frustrating.
Ugh, I hate that. It's so inconsiderate. The left lane is for passing, not cruising.
I tried to pass them on the right, but there was too much traffic. I was stuck for miles.
It's tempting to honk, but that can sometimes make things worse. Some people just don't get it.
I know, I resisted the urge. I just wish people would be more aware of their surroundings.
Me too. It creates a dangerous situation when people start weaving in and out of traffic to get around them.
Exactly. It's just safer for everyone if people follow the rules of the road. The mystery of the disappearing washer fluid.
I just filled up my washer fluid yesterday, and it's already empty. What's going on?
That's odd. You might have a leak somewhere in the system. Check under your car after you park. See if you see any blue liquid.
I haven't noticed anything on the ground. Could it be something else?
Possibly a cracked reservoir or a loose hose. Or, less likely, someone's been using your car to clean their windows.
Haha, I hope not. I'll check the reservoir and hoses. Is it easy to fix myself?
Depends on what's broken. A loose hose clamp is easy. A cracked reservoir might require a replacement.
Okay, I'll take a look. If it's more than a hose, I'll take it to a mechanic. Thanks.
Dealing with a blown fuse.
My cigarette lighter charger isn't working. I need to charge my phone.
Have you checked the fuse? That's usually the first thing to go.
A fuse? Where is that?
Usually under the dash or in the engine compartment. There's a fuse box diagram in your owner's manual.
Okay, I'll look. What am I looking for?
A fuse that's blown. The little wire inside will be broken or blackened.
And then just replace it with a new one?
Exactly. Make sure you use the same amperage fuse. It's usually printed on the fuse itself.
Dealing with a puncture wound. I think I might have a puncture. My tire pressure light is on, and it feels a bit wobbly.
Pull over somewhere safe and check it out. Do you have a spare tire?
Yeah, I do. And the tools. Somewhere. I'm not exactly sure how to change it, though.
Okay, well, safety first. Make sure you're on level ground and put on your hazard lights.
Right, hazard lights. Got it.
If you're not comfortable changing it yourself, call roadside assistance. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll take a look, and if it's too complicated, I'll call for help. Thanks.
Dealing with a scratched bumper.
I just noticed a scratch on my bumper. I have no idea how it got there.
That's annoying. Is it deep?
Not super deep, but definitely noticeable. I'm so careful, I hate this.
You could try a scratch removal kit. They work pretty well for minor scratches.
I've seen those. Do they really work?
Yeah, for superficial scratches. If it's down to the bare metal, you might need a professional.
I'll try the kit first. Thanks for the tip.
Debating the merits of a car diagnostic tool.
I'm thinking of buying one of those car diagnostic tools. Do you think they're worth it?
The OBD2 scanners? They can be useful for reading error codes, but you need to know how to interpret them.
Yeah. I'm hoping it will help me figure out what's wrong before taking it to a mechanic.
They can save you money on diagnostic fees, but they won't fix the problem. They just point you in the right direction.
That's what I'm hoping for. Just a little more information before I get ripped off.
Just be careful relying solely on the codes. Sometimes they can be misleading.
Good to know. Thanks for the warning.
Debating the use of premium gas.
I've been putting premium gas in my car, thinking it's better for it.
Does your car actually require premium? Most cars don't benefit from it.
I'm not sure, honestly. I just thought it would improve performance or something.
Unless your engine is designed for high-octane fuel, you're probably just wasting money.
So regular gas is fine then?
Check your owner's manual. It will tell you the recommended octane level. If it says regular, stick with that.
Good point. I'll check it out. Thanks.
Encountering an unexpected detour. This detour is adding like 30 minutes to my drive.
Yeah, I saw the sign earlier. Road work on the main highway.
I wish they'd given more warning. I'm going to be late for my appointment.
Maybe check your GPS for alternative routes. It might find a slightly faster way.
Good idea, let me try that. Nope, this is the best it can do.
Well, at least you're not stuck in traffic. Detours are better than complete standstill.
True, I guess. Still frustrating though. Misreading a speed limit sign. Did you see that cop back there? I think he was trying to flag me down.
Really? Maybe you were speeding. What speed were you doing?
I thought the limit was 55. I was doing about 58.
I'm pretty sure the speed limit changed back there. It was 45 just before the bridge.
Seriously, I totally missed that sign. I was so focused on the merging traffic.
Yeah, those speed limit changes can be tricky. Hopefully he just gave you a warning.
I hope so too. I can't afford a ticket right now.
Well, at least now you know to pay closer attention to the signs. It's an easy mistake to make. Suspecting a bad wheel alignment.
I think my car might need a wheel alignment.
What makes you say that?
It pulls to the right when I let go of the steering wheel, and my tires seem to be wearing unevenly.
Yeah, those are classic signs of a bad alignment. How long has it been since your last one?
Probably a couple of years. I hit a pretty big pothole a few months ago that might have done it.
Definitely get it checked out soon. Driving with bad alignment can damage your tires and suspension.
Okay, I'll schedule an appointment this week. Thanks for the advice.
Suspecting a faulty starter.
Ugh, my car is making this clicking noise when I try to start it. Any ideas?
Sounds like it could be the starter. Have you had any issues with it before?
Not really, no. It's been running fine up until today.
The starter is responsible for cranking the engine. If it's failing, it might not have enough power.
So what should I do? Try jump-starting it?
You could try, but if it's the starter, a jump might not help. It might just click again.
Great. So a tow truck then?
Probably the safest bet. Get it to a mechanic to diagnose it properly. Could save you money in the long run.
The frustration of a slow driver in the fast lane. This is ridiculous. Why is this person going so slow in the fast lane?
I know, it's so frustrating. Some people just don't understand the rules of the road.
I wish I could just honk and tell them to move over.
Just try to stay calm and pass them when it's safe to do so. Getting angry won't help.
Easier said than done. They're causing a whole line of cars to back up.
Maybe they're lost or confused. Try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Though, it's hard, I know.
Okay, deep breaths. Let's just hope they figure it out soon.
Dealing with a clogged air filter.
I've noticed my car's acceleration feels sluggish lately.
Have you checked your air filter recently?
Actually, no, I haven't even thought about it.
A clogged air filter can restrict airflow to the engine and reduce performance.
That makes sense. I'll take a look at it this weekend.
It's an easy fix if it's dirty. You can usually just replace it yourself.
Great, I'll pick one up. Thanks for the tip.
Dealing with a sticking brake caliper.
I think one of my brakes is sticking. I smell burning and the wheel feels hot.
That sounds like a sticking brake caliper. It's dangerous to drive like that.
I know, I pulled over immediately. What should I do?
You'll need to get it towed to a mechanic. A sticking caliper can overheat the brake and cause a failure.
Okay, I'll call a tow truck then. This is going to be expensive.
It's better than a brake failure. Safety first.
You're right, thanks for the quick response.
Dealing with a wobbly steering wheel.
My steering wheel wobbles when I'm driving, especially at higher speeds.
That could be a sign of unbalanced tires. Have you had them balanced recently?
No, I haven't. It's been a while.
Unbalanced tires can cause vibrations and uneven wear. It's best to get them balanced.
Is it dangerous to drive with unbalanced tires?
It can be. It affects handling and braking. Plus, it can cause the steering components to wear out quicker.
Okay, I'll schedule a tire balancing appointment this week. Thanks.
You're welcome. Hopefully, that fixes the problem.
Dealing with a worn serpentine belt. I hear a squealing noise coming from under the hood, especially when I first start the car.
That's likely a worn serpentine belt. It drives things like the alternator and power steering pump.
How serious is that?
If it breaks, you'll lose power steering, the alternator won't charge the battery, and the engine could overheat.
Wow, that sounds bad. I should get it replaced ASAP.
Definitely. It's a relatively inexpensive repair.
Okay, I'll call my mechanic tomorrow. Thanks for the heads up.
Problem with the power locks.
My power locks are acting up. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
That's annoying. Is it happening on all the doors or just one?
It seems to be affecting all of them. The remote key isn't working either.
Could be a fuse, or possibly a problem with the central locking system.
A fuse, huh? I'll check the fuse box first. Where is that located?
Usually under the dashboard or in the engine compartment. Consult your owner's manual.
Okay, I'll check that out. Thanks.
Problem with the starter motor. Sometimes when I turn the key, I just hear a clicking sound, and the car doesn't start.
That sounds like a problem with the starter motor. It's what cranks the engine.
Can I fix that myself?
Replacing a starter can be tricky, depending on the car. It often requires some mechanical knowledge.
I don't think I have the tools or the know-how. I'll have to call a tow truck.
Yeah, that's probably the safest bet. Don't keep trying to start it, you could damage something else.
Okay, thanks for the advice. Tow truck it is.
Suspecting a bad mass airflow, MAF sensor.
My car is hesitating when I accelerate, and the fuel economy is terrible.
Could be a bad MAF sensor. It measures the air entering the engine.
What does that do?
If it's faulty, it can send incorrect information to the engine computer, causing those problems.
Is there a way to test it?
You can use a multimeter, or a mechanic can diagnose it with a scan tool.
Okay, I think I'll get it checked out professionally then.
Good idea. A faulty MAF sensor can also damage the catalytic converter. Suspecting a faulty thermostat.
My car's been running really hot lately, especially on the highway.
That's not good. Have you checked the coolant levels?
Yeah, coolant's fine. I'm starting to think it might be the thermostat.
That's a possibility. A stuck thermostat can definitely cause overheating.
I think I'll take it to a mechanic to get it checked out. Don't want to risk serious engine damage.
Good idea. Better safe than sorry. Overheating can be really damaging.
Exactly. Hopefully it's just the thermostat and not something worse.
Fingers crossed. Let me know what they say.
Suspecting a leaky fuel injector.
I smell gasoline sometimes, especially after I turn off the engine.
That's not good. You might have a fuel leak. Where is it coming from?
I can't pinpoint it exactly, but it seems to be coming from the engine area.
It could be a leaky fuel injector. They can drip fuel even when the engine is off.
Is that a fire hazard?
Yes, it definitely is. You should get it checked immediately.
I'll call a mechanic right now. Thanks for the warning.
Suspecting a vacuum leak.
My car's idling rough and the check engine light is on.
That could be a few things. Have you noticed any hissing sounds?
Now that you mention it, I think I have heard a faint hissing sound sometimes.
That could indicate a vacuum leak. They can cause rough idling.
Is that something I can fix myself, or should I take it to a shop?
Vacuum leaks can be tricky to find. A mechanic might be best. They have smoke machines to locate them.
All right, I'll schedule an appointment then. Thanks for the advice.
Dealing with a blown fuse.
My cigarette lighter/charging port just stopped working. I think something blew.
Sounds like a blown fuse. That's usually the first thing to check.
How do I check a fuse? I've never done that before.
Your car's manual should have a diagram showing where the fuse box is and which fuse controls the lighter charging port. You'll need to pull the fuse out and see if the little wire inside is broken.
Okay, I'll look for the manual. What if it's always blown?
You'll need to replace it with a fuse of the same amperage. The amperage number is usually printed on the fuse itself.
So I need to buy new fuses. Where can I get those?
Any auto parts store should have them. Just make sure you get the right amperage.
Debating the importance of regular oil changes.
My mechanic says I need an oil change, but I'm only 1,000 miles over the recommended interval.
You should probably get it done. It's cheaper than engine repairs down the line.
But is it really that important? It seems like a waste of money if the oil still looks relatively clean.
Even if it looks clean, the oil degrades over time and loses its lubricating properties. It also collects dirt and debris.
I guess that makes sense. I just hate spending money on maintenance.
Think of it as an investment in your car's longevity. Regular maintenance prevents bigger problems later.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll schedule an appointment.
Smart move. Your engine will thank you.
Debating the merits of a car diagnostic tool.
I'm thinking about buying a car diagnostic tool. Have you ever used one?
I have. It can be really helpful for figuring out why your check engine light is on.
That's exactly why I want one. I hate going to the mechanic just to find out it's a loose gas cap.
Exactly. But be aware that the cheaper ones can be limited in what they can diagnose.
Good point. So are they easy to use?
Most of them are pretty user-friendly. You just plug it into the OBD2 port and follow the instructions on the screen or app.
Sounds convenient. I might just invest in one.
Definitely worth considering, especially if you're a DIer.
Debating the use of premium gas. My car manual says I should use premium gas, but it's so much more expensive.
Does your car really need it, or does it just recommend it? There's a difference.
It recommends it, says it'll improve performance, but I'm not sure if it's worth the extra cost.
If it only recommends it, you're probably fine using regular gas. Unless you're really pushing the car hard, you likely won't notice a difference.
That's what I was thinking. I'm not exactly a race car driver.
Exactly. Save your money. If the manual requires premium, then you have to use it to avoid damaging the engine.
Okay, good to know. Regular gas it is then.
Enjoy the savings.
Encountering an unexpected detour.
I just hit a detour. No signs explaining why either.
That's the worst. Detours always add so much time to the trip.
I'm trying to figure out if I should just follow the detour signs or try to find an alternate route on my GPS.
I'd probably follow the detour signs, at least for a little while. They usually know the best way around the problem.
True, but sometimes the detour routes are terrible. I got stuck in a residential neighborhood once because of a detour.
Okay, yeah, then maybe check your GPS, but be careful not to get too distracted while driving.
Good point. I'll try to find a safe place to pull over and check the GPS.
Smart. Good luck navigating.
Misinterpreting carpool lane rules.
I thought I could use the carpool lane because I had my dog with me.
Really? I didn't know pets counted. I thought it had to be human passengers.
That's what I thought too, but I saw another car doing it, so I figured it was okay.
Maybe they were mistaken too. I saw a cop pull someone over in the carpool lane yesterday, so they're definitely enforcing it.
Ah, I hope I don't get a ticket. Maybe I should check the DMV website.
Good idea. It's better to be safe than sorry. Plus, some areas have different rules.
You're right, I'll look it up when I get home. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. Glad I could help.
Misreading a speed limit sign.
I thought the speed limit was 55, but I just saw a sign that said, speed zone ahead.
Oh yeah, those are tricky. It usually means the speed limit is about to change, often lower.
So what should I do? Slow down now?
Definitely. Be prepared to slow down gradually. The actual speed limit sign should be coming up soon.
I wish they just put the actual speed limit on the first sign. It's confusing.
I agree. It's probably to get people to pay attention and slow down proactively.
Well, it's working. I'm slowing down now. Thanks for the warning.
No problem. Just keep an eye out for the new sign.
Suspecting a bad wheel bearing.
I'm hearing this weird humming noise when I drive, especially when turning.
That sounds like it could be a bad wheel bearing. Does it get louder with speed?
Yeah, it definitely gets louder the faster I go. What's a wheel bearing anyway?
It's basically a set of steel balls or rollers held together by a metal ring, allowing the wheel to rotate smoothly. When it fails, it makes noise.
So is it dangerous to drive with a bad wheel bearing?
It can be. If it gets really bad, the wheel could seize up, which would be pretty dangerous. You should get it checked out ASAP.
Okay, I'll call my mechanic tomorrow. Thanks for the diagnosis.
No problem. Better safe than sorry. Good luck.
Suspecting a faulty starter.
My car is making this clicking sound when I try to start it, but it won't turn over.
That definitely sounds like it could be a faulty starter. Have you tried jumping it?
Yeah, I tried jumping it, but it still just clicks, so it's probably not the battery.
If jumping it didn't work, then it's less likely to be the battery and more likely the starter. The starter is what actually turns the engine over.
Great. How much does a starter usually cost to replace?
It can vary depending on the car, but you're probably looking at a few $100s, including labor.
Ugh, that's what I was afraid of. I guess I'll have to call a tow truck.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. Good luck.
The frustration of a slow driver in the fast lane.
Ah, I'm stuck behind this guy going 5 under the speed limit in the fast lane.
That's the worst. It's so inconsiderate.
I've been trying to pass him for the last 5 minutes, but there's too much traffic in the other lanes.
Some people just don't seem to understand that the left lane is for passing.
I know, right? It's so frustrating when you're trying to get somewhere and someone's just hogging the lane.
Maybe they're distracted or not paying attention. I usually just try to stay calm and find a way around them eventually.
Easier said than done. I'm starting to get road rage.
Take a deep breath. You'll get past them eventually.
Car sickness concerns.
Are you feeling all right back there? You've been awfully quiet.
Not really, to be honest. I think I might be getting car sick.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I can pull over if you need a break.
Maybe just slowing down a bit would help. And could you crack a window?
Definitely. I'll slow down and open the window. Is there anything else I can do?
I think I have some ginger candies in my bag. Maybe those will help.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on you. Let me know if you need anything.
Dealing with construction traffic.
Ugh. Looks like we're stuck in construction traffic.
Seriously? I thought they finished this project last month.
Apparently not. It's bumper to bumper. This is going to take forever.
Maybe we should try a different route? Check the GPS.
I already did. Everything else is backed up too. We're stuck.
Great. Well, at least I have a full charge on my phone.
True. I guess we can listen to a podcast or something to pass the time.
Sounds like a plan. This is going to be a long ride.
Debating route options.
Okay, so the GPS says we can either take the highway or go through the back roads. What do you think?
How much longer is it on the back roads?
It's about 20 minutes longer, but it's supposed to be more scenic.
I'm not sure. Are we in a rush?
Not really, no, we have plenty of time.
Then let's take the back roads. I'm always up for a pretty drive.
All right, scenic route it is. Hope you brought your camera.
Low tire pressure. Did you see that warning light on the dashboard?
Yeah, the tire pressure one. Think we should pull over?
Definitely. It's probably just a slow leak, but better safe than sorry. There's a gas station a mile up the road.
Good call. I hope we can just inflate it there. I don't want to deal with changing a tire.
Me neither. Let's get to the gas station and check it out.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I'll keep an eye out for the station.
Thanks. Hopefully it's just a quick fix.
Missed exit and detour.
Oh no, I think I missed our exit.
Are you serious? I was relying on you for directions.
I'm so sorry. I was distracted for a second. Let me check the GPS for a detour.
Hopefully it won't add too much time to our trip. We're already running late.
Okay, it says we can take this next road and loop back. It'll add about 15 minutes.
15 minutes? Ugh, fine. Let's just get back on track.
All right, turning here. I'll pay extra attention this time, promise.
Problem with the car's AC.
Is it just me, or is the AC not working very well?
No, I noticed it too. It's barely blowing any cold air.
Great, just what we need on a hot day. I wonder what's wrong with it.
Maybe it just needs to be recharged? Or maybe there's a leak.
Could be. I'll have to get it checked out soon. For now, let's roll down the windows.
Ugh, fine. But it's going to get really noisy on the highway.
I know, but it's better than baking in here. Maybe we can find a fix on the way. Sudden downpour.
Wow, it's really coming down now?
Yeah, I didn't see this on the forecast. Hope the roads don't flood.
Me too. I'm going to slow down a bit. Visibility is getting bad.
Good idea. Turn on your hazard lights too, just in case.
Already done. I can barely see the car in front of us.
Just take it slow and steady. We'll get through it.
Fingers crossed it doesn't last too long.
Agreed. I hate driving in heavy rain.
Suspecting a bad wheel bearing.
Do you hear that humming noise? It's getting louder.
Yeah, I hear it. Sounds like it's coming from the wheels.
I think it might be a bad wheel bearing. I've heard that sound before.
That's not good. Is it safe to drive like that?
It's probably okay for a short distance, but I wouldn't want to drive too far. We should get it checked out as soon as possible.
Agreed. Let's find a mechanic when we get to the next town.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Hopefully it's not too expensive to fix.
Suspecting a problem with the brakes.
Did you hear that squealing sound when I braked?
Yeah, I did. Sounds like your brakes might be going bad.
That's what I'm worried about. I should probably get them checked out.
Definitely. Brakes are not something to mess around with. Safety first.
True. I'll call the mechanic tomorrow and see if they can take a look.
Good idea. Until then, maybe drive a little slower and leave more space between you and other cars.
Will do. Thanks for pointing it out.
Unexpected animal crossing.
Watch out! Deer crossing.
Oh my god, where did it come from?
I don't know, it just ran out of the woods. I think there might be more.
Slow down and be careful. Deer usually travel in groups.
I'm creeping along now. I'll keep an eye out on both sides of the road.
Good. This is a known deer crossing area, isn't it?
Yeah, there's usually a sign, but I didn't see one.
Dealing with a stalled engine.
Oh no, the car just stalled.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It just suddenly died. I'm pulling over to the side of the road.
Put on your hazard lights so other drivers can see us.
Done. Any idea what could have caused that?
Could be a lot of things. Fuel pump, ignition problems, hard to say.
Great. I guess I'll call for a tow.
Good call. Let me look up a local towing service.
Dealing with an unexpected pothole.
Bang! Oh man, I just hit a huge pothole.
Are you okay? Did it damage the car?
I think so. It felt pretty bad. I'm pulling over to check.
Be careful getting out of the car.
Okay. Yep, the tire looks flat. Great.
Well, at least we know what the problem is. Do you want me to help you change it?
I appreciate it, but I think I can handle it. Just keep an eye out for traffic.
Debating the merits of a car diagnostic tool. I'm thinking about buying one of those car diagnostic tools. Are they any good?
I have one. It can be useful for reading error codes, but it doesn't always tell you the exact problem.
So it's more of a starting point for troubleshooting?
Exactly. It can save you money on diagnostic fees at the mechanic, but you still might need a professional.
That makes sense. Are they easy to use?
Most of them are pretty straightforward. Just plug it into the OBD port and follow the instructions.
Okay, I might look into getting one then, thanks.
Debating the purchase of roadside assistance.
I'm thinking about getting roadside assistance. Is it worth it?
I've had it for years and it's saved me a few times, especially with flat tires.
I've never had it, but I'm starting to think it might be a good idea, especially on long trips.
Exactly. Peace of mind is worth something, right?
True, but are there hidden fees or limitations I should be aware of?
Definitely read the fine print. Some have mileage limits or only cover certain services.
Okay, good to know. I'll do some research before committing.
Shop around too. Prices can vary a lot.
Debating the use of cruise control.
I love using cruise control on long drives. It really helps prevent fatigue.
I'm always a little hesitant to use it. I feel like I lose focus.
Really? I find it helps me maintain a consistent speed and stay relaxed.
I guess it depends on the road conditions. I wouldn't use it in heavy traffic.
Definitely not. It's only for open highways with light traffic.
I also worry about being less alert in case I need to react quickly.
That's a valid concern. You always need to stay vigilant, regardless.
Lost in a rural area.
Okay, I'm officially lost. This GPS signal is terrible out here.
Let me see the map. Where did we go wrong?
I think I missed a turn back there, near that old barn.
There's a gas station about 5 miles ahead according to this. Maybe we can ask for directions there.
Good idea. I hope they know this area better than my phone does.
Fingers crossed. At least the scenery is nice.
True, but I'd rather be on the highway right now.
Let's just focus on finding that gas station.
Misunderstanding roundabout rules.
I hate roundabouts. I always get confused about who has the right of way.
It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. You yield to traffic already in the roundabout.
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard to judge the speed of the cars coming around.
True. It's better to be cautious and wait for a clear gap.
I also get mixed up about which lane to be in.
The signs usually indicate which lane to use for your exit. Pay close attention to them before you enter.
I'll try to focus more next time. Thanks for the tips.
No problem. Practice makes perfect.
Suspecting a bad CV joint.
Did you hear that clicking noise when I turned the wheel just now?
Yeah, I did. What do you think it is?
I'm worried it might be a bad CV joint. I've heard that's a common issue.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Is it safe to drive?
Probably okay for a short distance, but I definitely need to get it checked out.
There's a mechanic down the street. Maybe we should swing by tomorrow?
That's a great plan. I'll call them first thing in the morning.
Suspecting a bad starter.
It's doing that thing again where it hesitates to start.
What do you mean?
It makes this clicking sound, like it's struggling to turn over. I think it might be the starter.
That's what it sounds like to me too. How old is the car?
It's about 8 years old. I guess it's about time for something like that to go.
Yeah, probably. Best to get it checked before you're stranded somewhere.
I'll schedule an appointment with the mechanic this week.
Suspecting a faulty oxygen sensor. I think my car's fuel economy has gotten worse lately.
Really? How much worse?
I'm getting about 5 miles less per gallon. And the engine feels a bit sluggish.
That could be a sign of a faulty oxygen sensor. It messes with the fuel mixture.
I've heard of that. Is it an expensive repair?
Not usually too bad. The sensor itself isn't that expensive, but labor can add up.
I'll get it checked out soon then. Thanks for the suggestion. Accidental high beam flash.
Oops. I accidentally flashed my high beams at that oncoming car. I hope they didn't think I was being rude.
It happens. Just make sure you switch them off quickly. Blinding someone with high beams can be dangerous.
I did turn them off right away. I just hope they understood it was an accident.
Most people will. They probably just assumed you made a mistake.
I felt so bad. I hate being that guy.
Don't worry about it too much. Just be more careful next time.
Will do.
Conflicting GPS directions.
My GPS is telling me to turn left, but the street sign says it's a one-way street going the other way.
Wow, that's a bad GPS error. Definitely trust the street sign.
Okay, I'm ignoring the GPS. Now what? It's recalculating.
See if you can find another route on your phone or look for signs to your destination. The GPS might be outdated.
It's trying to take me through a residential area now. This is ridiculous.
Sometimes GPS systems aren't the smartest. Rely on your own common sense and road signs.
You're right, I'm just going to find my way from here. Thanks.
Dealing with a strong crosswind. This crosswind is insane. I'm having a hard time keeping the car straight.
Yeah, I can see that. Slow down a bit and grip the steering wheel firmly.
I'm trying, but it keeps pushing me into the other lane.
Be extra careful when passing trucks or buses. They can create even stronger gusts of wind.
Good point. I'll stay further back.
Also, be prepared for sudden changes in wind speed. It can vary quite a bit.
This is nerve-wracking. Hopefully this doesn't last much longer.
Forgotten fuel cap.
Hey, I just filled up my tank and I think I drove off without putting the gas cap back on.
Oh no, that's not good. You'll get a check engine light pretty quickly.
Really? Is it a big deal?
It can be. It can affect your gas mileage and emissions. Plus, you don't want anything getting into your fuel tank.
Okay, I'll turn around and go back. Hopefully it's still there.
Good idea. If it's not, you'll need to buy a replacement. They're pretty cheap at any auto parts store.
Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it.
Jumping a curb. I just jumped a curb. I wasn't paying attention and misjudged the turn.
Are you okay? Is the car damaged?
I'm fine, but I'm worried about the car. It sounded pretty bad.
Pull over somewhere safe and check your tires and rims. Look for any obvious damage.
Okay, I'm pulling over now. What else should I look for?
Check the alignment. If the steering feels off or the car pulls to one side, you might need to get it checked professionally.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Thanks for the advice.
Problem with power steering. My steering wheel is suddenly really hard to turn. It feels like I don't have power steering.
That's not good. Check your power steering fluid level. It might be low.
Where do I find that?
Look under the hood. There should be a reservoir labeled power steering fluid. Check the level against the markings.
Okay, I found it. It's almost empty. What should I do?
You can add more power steering fluid, but if it's that low, you likely have a leak. You should get it checked by a mechanic soon.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Stuck in mud.
Oh no, I think I'm stuck. I tried to turn around on this grassy area, and now my tires are just spinning.
Where are you? Can you describe the location?
I'm just off Willow Creek Road near that little creek. It's really muddy here.
Okay. Don't keep spinning the tires, you'll just dig yourself in deeper. Try gently rocking the car back and forth.
I've tried that. It's not working. I think I need a tow.
Do you have roadside assistance?
Yes, I do. I'll call them now. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Good luck getting out of there.
Suspecting a bad alternator.
My car's been acting weird lately. The lights dim sometimes, and the battery seems weak.
Sounds like it could be your alternator. Is it hard to start?
Yeah, it takes a little longer than usual to crank over.
That's a classic sign. The alternator charges the battery while you drive. If it's failing, the battery is draining.
So what should I do?
Get it tested. Most auto parts stores will test your alternator for free. Then you'll know for sure.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the tip.
Suspecting a bad wheel bearing.
I'm hearing this humming noise coming from one of my wheels. It gets louder when I go faster.
That sounds like a wheel bearing. Which side is the noise coming from?
I think it's the front right.
A bad wheel bearing can be dangerous if it fails completely. You should get it checked out ASAP.
Dangerous? How so?
It can cause the wheel to wobble or even seize up, which could lead to a loss of control.
Okay, I'm definitely taking it to the mechanic tomorrow. Thanks for the warning.
Unexpected gravel road.
My GPS just took me onto a gravel road. I wasn't expecting this.
Oh man, those can be rough on your car. Drive slowly and carefully.
I am, but it's so bumpy. I'm worried about damaging something underneath.
Try to stay in the smoother tracks, where other cars have already gone. Avoid the loose gravel on the edges.
Good idea. How long do you think this road is?
Hard to say. Check your GPS again to see if there's a shorter, paved route you can take.
I will. Thanks. Accidentally hitting a small animal. Oh no! I think I just hit a squirrel.
Are you okay? Did you pull over?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just shaken up. I pulled over to the side of the road.
Check your car for damage. Hopefully it's just minor.
It looks like the front bumper is cracked. I feel terrible about the squirrel.
I know, it's awful. But sometimes it's unavoidable. Focus on getting your car fixed.
You're right. I'll call my insurance company tomorrow.
Dealing with a stuck seatbelt.
My seatbelt is stuck. I can't get it to retract.
Try pulling it all the way out and then letting it go slowly.
I already tried that, no luck. It's completely jammed.
Sometimes there's a twist in the belt. See if you can find it and straighten it out.
I can't see anything obvious. This is so frustrating.
Okay, don't force it. You might damage it further. You might need to take it to a mechanic.
Great, another car problem. Thanks for trying to help, though.
Debating the best route.
Okay, so should we take the highway or the scenic route to the lake?
The highway is definitely faster, probably an hour less.
True, but the scenic route is so much prettier. Think of the views.
I'm leaning towards getting there quicker. I'm excited to swim.
Good point. But we could stop for photos along the scenic route.
We could. But then it'll take even longer. Time is of the essence.
All right, highway it is, but next time, scenic route for sure.
Debating the use of cruise control in rain.
I always use cruise control, even in the rain. It helps me maintain a steady speed.
I've heard that's not a good idea. Cruise control can be dangerous in wet conditions.
Why? As long as I'm paying attention, what's the problem?
If you hydroplane, the cruise control might try to accelerate, making the situation worse.
Oh, I never thought about that. That's a good point.
It's better to have full control of the accelerator in slippery conditions. Just my opinion, though.
I think I'll take your advice and avoid using cruise control in the rain from now on. Thanks.
Encountering a roadside checkpoint.
Oh, great. Looks like there's a roadside checkpoint up ahead. Just stay calm and follow their instructions. Do you have your license and registration ready? Yep, got them right here. I always get nervous at these things. Just be polite and answer their questions honestly. You've got nothing to worry about. I hope so. I hate being stopped like this. It's for everyone's safety. Try to see it that way. Just a minor inconvenience. Okay, deep breaths. Let's get this over with.
Expired inspection sticker.
Oh no, I just realized my inspection sticker expired last month.
That's not good. You could get a ticket for that.
I know. I completely forgot about it. I need to get it done ASAP.
Yeah, find a certified inspection station and get it taken care of. The sooner the better.
Are there any specific places you recommend?
Check online reviews for shops near you. Look for places with good ratings and reasonable prices.
Okay, I'll do that right now. Thanks for the reminder and the tip. Problem with the power mirrors.
My power mirrors aren't working. Neither of them adjust anymore.
Have you checked the fuse box? It might just be a blown fuse.
Good idea. I haven't checked that yet. Where is the fuse box located?
Usually, it's under the dashboard or in the engine compartment. Check your owner's manual.
Okay, I'll look that up. Hopefully it's just a fuse.
Fingers crossed. If not, it could be a more complicated wiring issue.
Ugh, I hope not. Thanks for the suggestion.
Suspecting a faulty sensor. My check engine light keeps coming on and off. It's driving me crazy.
That's usually a sensor issue. Have you had it scanned for codes?
Not yet. I was hoping it would just go away, but it keeps happening.
It's best to get it checked. Could be something minor or something more serious.
Yeah, you're right. I'll take it to the mechanic this week.
Tell them about the intermittent light. That's a key clue.
Will do. Thanks for the advice.
Suspecting a worn timing belt.
I've been reading about timing belts, and now I'm worried about mine. Why? What's making you concerned? Well, my car is overdue for a replacement, according to the manual, and I've heard horror stories about them snapping. A broken timing belt can cause serious engine damage. It's definitely not something to ignore. Exactly. I should probably get it changed ASAP, right? Absolutely. It's better to be safe than sorry. Get a quote from a reputable mechanic. Okay, I'll call around tomorrow. Thanks for the reminder.
Suspecting vandalism.
Hey, did you see my car? Someone keyed it last night.
Oh no, really? That's terrible. Where were you parked?
Right in front of my apartment building. Like always, I can't believe it.
Did you report it to the police? And your insurance company?
I'm about to. I'm just so frustrated. It's going to cost a fortune to fix.
I understand. Maybe your building has security cameras that caught something?
I'll check with the landlord. Thanks for the suggestion.
Definitely do that. Hopefully they can catch the person responsible.
Accidentally using the wrong fuel type. I think I accidentally put regular gas in my car instead of premium. I'm so annoyed with myself.
Oh no! What kind of car do you have? Some cars are more sensitive to that than others.
It's a sports car, so it really needs premium. Should I be worried?
It probably won't cause any immediate damage, but it could affect performance and fuel economy. Try not to drive it too hard.
Okay, I'll drive it gently. Should I add an octane booster or something?
That might help a little, but honestly, the best thing to do is just fill it up with premium next time to dilute the regular gas.
That makes sense. I'll do that as soon as possible. Thanks.
No problem. We all make mistakes. Just try to be more careful next time. Dealing with an icy road.
The roads are so icy this morning. I almost lost control a few times.
Yeah, I heard they were bad. Are you driving slowly and carefully?
Trying to. I'm leaving plenty of space between me and the car in front.
Good. And avoid sudden braking or acceleration. That's a recipe for disaster.
Definitely. I'm taking it super slow. I might be late, but Better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. Arriving late is better than ending up in an accident.
Thanks for the advice. I appreciate it.
Debating the merits of a car diagnostic tool.
I'm thinking of buying a car diagnostic tool. Do you think it's worth it?
It depends on how comfortable you are working on cars. They can be really helpful for diagnosing issues.
I'm not a mechanic, but I'm willing to learn. It would be nice to know what's wrong before taking it to the shop.
Exactly. It can save you money and prevent getting ripped off. Just make sure you get a good one that's compatible with your car.
Are there any brands you recommend?
I've heard good things about Autel and Innova, but do some research and read reviews before you buy.
Okay, I will. Thanks for the advice. It sounds like it could be a worthwhile investment.
Debating the purchase of a new car.
I'm seriously considering getting a new car. This one is constantly needing repairs.
How old is it, and how many miles does it have?
It's about 10 years old and has almost 180,000 miles on it.
That's getting up there. New cars have so much better technology and safety features these days.
That's what I'm thinking. But the cost is a huge factor. I'd have to take out a loan.
Have you looked into leasing? It might be a more affordable option.
I haven't really considered leasing. I'll have to research that. Thanks.
No problem. Just weigh all your options carefully before making a decision.
Encountering a detour due to roadwork. Ugh, I'm stuck in traffic because of a detour. Roadwork, of course.
Oh no, where are you headed? Maybe I know a different route.
I'm trying to get to the highway. The main road is completely blocked.
Try taking Elm Street to Maple Avenue. That usually bypasses that area.
Okay, Elm Street to Maple Avenue. I'll give it a shot. Thanks.
No problem. Hopefully it'll save you some time. Good luck.
I appreciate it. I was already running late.
Problem with the car's remote start.
My remote start isn't working. I press the button, but nothing happens.
Is the battery in the remote fresh? That's often the first thing to check.
I replaced it a few months ago, but maybe it's already dead. I'll try a new one.
Also, make sure all the doors are closed and locked. Some systems won't work if a door is ajar.
Good point. I'll double check. Maybe the hood isn't fully latched either.
Exactly. Some remote starts are very sensitive. If those don't work, you might need to consult the owner's manual or a mechanic.
Okay, I'll try those things first. Thanks for the suggestions.
Suspecting a bad alternator.
My car's been acting weird. The lights are dimming and the battery seems weak. I'm worried it's the alternator.
That's a common symptom of a failing alternator. Have you noticed any other electrical problems?
Yeah, the radio sometimes cuts out and the power windows are slow.
Definitely sounds like the alternator. You can get it tested at most auto parts stores for free.
Really? I didn't know that. That's a great idea. I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, just call ahead to make sure they offer the service. If it's the alternator, don't drive it too much or you could get stranded.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the heads up. Suspecting a bad fuel injector. My car's been running really rough lately, especially at idle. I'm wondering if it could be a fuel injector.
That's possible. Are you noticing any other symptoms like poor fuel economy or a strong fuel smell?
Yeah, actually. My gas mileage has definitely gone down and I do smell gas sometimes.
That definitely points to a fuel issue. A bad injector could be leaking or not spraying properly.
So what should I do? Is it something I can try to fix myself?
Replacing fuel injectors can be tricky. Unless you're experienced, I'd recommend taking it to a mechanic.
Okay, good to know. I'll schedule an appointment. Thanks for the help. Suspecting a worn brake pad. I think my brake pads are wearing down. I'm hearing a squealing noise when I brake.
Squealing is a classic sign. How long has it been since you had them checked?
Probably about 2 years. I do a lot of city driving, so I use them pretty heavily.
Yeah, city driving can wear them down fast. You should get them inspected soon. Ignoring it could damage the rotors.
Good point. Rotor damage would be much more expensive. I'll call the mechanic tomorrow.
Definitely a good idea. Better safe than sorry when it comes to brakes.
Thanks for the reminder. I tend to put things off.
No problem, I've been there. It's easy to forget about car maintenance.
Trouble finding a parking spot.
This parking situation is ridiculous. I've been circling for 20 minutes.
Tell me about it. Especially on weekends, it's a nightmare.
I might have to resort to a parking garage, but they're so expensive.
Yeah, they are. Have you tried looking on the side streets a bit further away?
I did, but they're all permit parking only. I guess I'm stuck with the garage.
Ah, that's frustrating. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet.
True. I don't want to be late. Parking garage it is.
Car inspection woes.
My car failed inspection. I'm so frustrated.
Oh no, what did it fail for?
Apparently my brake pads are too worn, and I have a cracked taillight.
That's annoying, but at least it's fixable. How much is it going to cost?
The estimate they gave me was pretty high. I might get a second opinion.
Definitely a good idea. You could save some money.
Yeah, I'll call around tomorrow. Thanks for listening.
No problem. Good luck getting it sorted out.
Dealing with a flat tire in the rain.
Of course, I get a flat tire, and it's pouring rain.
Oh man, that's the worst. Do you have a spare and know how to change it?
I have a spare, but I'm not confident changing it in this weather.
Do you have roadside assistance? That might be the best option.
Yeah, I do. I'll call them. Thanks.
Good luck. Stay safe and dry as possible.
I'll try. This is a nightmare.
Dealing with a minor scratch.
I just noticed a scratch on my car door. I have no idea how it got there.
Oh no! That's annoying. How deep is it?
It's not too bad, just a surface scratch, but it's still noticeable.
You could try a scratch remover kit. They work pretty well for minor scratches.
I've seen those. Do you think they're worth the money?
Definitely. They're much cheaper than getting it professionally repaired.
Okay, I'll look into getting one, thanks.
Debating extended warranty options.
They're really pushing this extended warranty. Do you think it's worth it?
It depends. How reliable is the car supposed to be?
It's a pretty new model, known for being generally reliable.
Then I'd probably skip it. They make money on those warranties, meaning most people don't need them.
That's what I was thinking. It's just a lot of extra money.
Exactly. Put that money aside for potential repairs instead. You'll likely come out ahead.
Good point. Thanks for the advice.
Debating the benefits of a car wash subscription. I'm thinking about getting a car wash subscription. What do you think?
It depends on how often you wash your car and how much the subscription costs.
I usually wash it every other week, and the subscription is about $30 a month.
Do the math. How much are individual washes at that car wash?
About $10 each, so it would save me money if I went twice a month.
Then it sounds like a good deal, especially if you value convenience.
True. I hate having a dirty car.
Encountering an aggressive tailgater. This guy behind me is riding my bumper.
Seriously? Just ignore him and stay calm.
Easier said than done. It's making me nervous.
Focus on maintaining a safe following distance from the car in front of you.
Okay, I'm trying. Should I change lanes?
If it's safe to do so, yes. Just signal properly and move over when you can.
All right, I've signaled, and I'm moving over now. Hopefully he'll pass me.
Good. Don't let him get to you. Some people are just impatient.
Negotiating a price for a used car.
So the asking price is $10,000, but I was hoping to pay closer to $8,500.
I understand, but we've already priced it competitively based on its condition and mileage.
I've seen a few similar models online for around that price point, though.
Those might have hidden issues or higher mileage. This one is in excellent shape.
I noticed a small scratch on the bumper, though, and the tires are a bit worn.
Those are minor cosmetic issues. I could come down to $9,500.
How about $9,000 and I'll take it today?
Let me talk to my manager. Okay, we can do $9,000.
Suspecting a bad alternator.
My car's been acting strange lately. The lights are dimming and the battery seems weak.
Could be your alternator. Is the battery warning light on?
Yes, it is. I thought it was just a fluke.
That's a pretty strong indicator of a failing alternator. It's not charging your battery properly.
So, what happens if I keep driving it like this?
Eventually, your battery will drain completely, and your car will die.
Okay, I'll get it to a mechanic tomorrow. Thanks for the diagnosis.
Suspecting a bad wheel bearing.
I'm hearing this weird humming noise when I drive, and it seems to be getting louder.
Does it change with your speed?
Yeah, it gets faster as I go faster.
Sounds like it could be a wheel bearing. They can make a humming or grinding noise when they go bad.
Oh, great. Another car problem. Is that something serious?
It's not something you want to ignore. A bad wheel bearing can eventually cause the wheel to seize up.
Okay, I'll get it checked out ASAP. Thanks for the heads up.
Suspecting a worn clutch.
I think my clutch is going. It's getting harder to shift.
Really? How long have you had the car?
About 7 years. And I've put a lot of miles on it.
Yeah, that's probably it then. A worn clutch is a common issue around that age and mileage.
I was hoping it was something else. Clutches are expensive to replace.
True, but ignoring it will only make things worse and potentially damage other parts.
You're right. I'll get it checked out next week.
Good idea. Better safe than sorry, especially with something like the clutch.
Broken side mirror. Oh man, someone clipped my side mirror while I was parked. It's completely broken off.
That's awful. Did they leave a note?
Nope, just a broken mirror. Great.
Well, you'll need to get that fixed ASAP. It's illegal to drive without a side mirror in many places.
I know, it's just so inconvenient, and probably expensive.
You can probably find a replacement online or at an auto parts store. Replacing it yourself might save some money.
True, I'll look into that, thanks.
Car alarm keeps going off.
My car alarm keeps going off randomly. It's driving me crazy.
Is it a sensitive alarm? Maybe it's being triggered by wind or loud noises.
I don't know, it just started doing this recently. Nothing seems to be setting it off.
Check the car battery. A weak battery can sometimes cause false alarms.
Okay, I'll check that. Anything else it could be?
It could also be a faulty sensor or a problem with the alarm system itself. You might need to take it to a mechanic.
I hope it's just the battery. Thanks for the tips.
Dashboard warning light mystery.
A new warning light just popped up on my dashboard, but I have no idea what it means. What does the symbol look like? It's like a rectangle with an exclamation point inside. That's usually a general warning light. Check your owner's manual to see what it could be. Good idea! Where's that thing? Ah, here it is. Okay, let's see. Is it anything serious? It says it could be low tire pressure or a problem with the braking system. I'll check the tires first.
Difficulty shifting gears.
I'm having trouble shifting gears. It's really clunky and stiff.
Is it all gears or just some?
Seems like all of them, especially going into first and second.
Could be a clutch issue or maybe low transmission fluid. When was the last time you had that checked?
I honestly can't remember. It's been a while.
Well, that's a good place to start. Let's get it looked at. Driving like that could damage the transmission further.
Okay, let's find a mechanic then. Thanks.
Dim headlights at night. These headlights seem really dim tonight. I can barely see the road.
Yeah, I noticed that too. When did you last check them?
Honestly, never. I just assumed they were working fine.
It could be a few things. Maybe the bulbs are old or there's corrosion on the connections.
Is that something I can fix myself?
Replacing the bulbs is usually pretty easy. We can check a YouTube tutorial when we get home.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll drive slowly until then.
Faulty windshield wipers.
Great, it's starting to rain, and my windshield wipers are streaking like crazy.
When's the last time you changed them?
Probably way too long ago. I keep forgetting.
Streaking usually means they're worn out. We should stop and get new ones.
Is there an auto parts store nearby?
I think there's one about 10 minutes up the road. We can grab some wiper fluid too.
Perfect, let's do that. I can barely see.
Navigation system malfunction.
Ugh, this GPS is taking me in circles. I think it's malfunctioning.
Seriously, let me see. Is it updated?
I thought it was, but maybe not. I downloaded a map update last week.
Try restarting it. Sometimes that fixes the glitch.
Okay, I'm rebooting it now. Nope, still insists we're on a river.
All right, let's pull over and use my phone's map. It's more reliable anyway.
Good idea. I'm so glad you have data.
Parking brake stuck.
This is weird. The parking brake won't release.
Are you sure you're releasing it properly?
Yes, I've tried everything. Pushing the pedal, pulling the lever, nothing.
Sometimes the cable can get stuck, especially in cold weather.
It is pretty cold today. What should I do?
Try gently rocking the car back and forth while releasing the brake. Sometimes that helps.
Okay, I'll try that. Nope, still stuck. Guess I'll have to call a mechanic.
Suspicious fluid leak. I think my car is leaking something. There's a puddle under it.
What color is it? That can help identify what it is.
It's kind of a greenish yellow color.
That sounds like coolant. You should probably get that checked out ASAP.
Is it safe to drive?
Keep an eye on your temperature gauge. If it starts to overheat, pull over immediately. And try to drive to a mechanic soon.
All right, I'll do that. Thanks for the advice.
Unexpected toll booth encounter.
Oh no, a toll booth. I don't have any cash on me.
Do you have an EZ Pass or something similar?
Nope, I always forget to get one. I'm such an idiot.
Don't worry, most toll booths have options for paying online later.
Really? How does that work?
They usually take a picture of your license plate and send you a bill. Check for a website address on the booth.
Okay, I see it. Thanks for pointing that out. I was panicking.
Accidentally using the wrong fuel type.
I think I just put regular gas in my car instead of premium. I'm so mad at myself.
Oh no, that's not good. How much did you put in?
I filled the whole tank. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, don't panic. If it's just one tank, it probably won't cause any serious damage, especially if it's a modern car.
Really? I thought it could ruin the engine.
It's more of a long-term issue. Just avoid hard acceleration and try to drive gently until you can refill with premium.
Okay, I'll do that. And next time, I'll pay more attention at the pump.
Definitely. It's an easy mistake to make, but it's best to be careful.
Debating roadside assistance plans.
I'm thinking of getting a roadside assistance plan. Do you think it's worth the money?
It depends on your driving habits and the age of your car. How often do you drive long distances?
Fairly often, actually. I take a few road trips each year, and my car is about 8 years old.
Then it might be a good investment. Peace of mind alone can be worth the cost, knowing you have someone to call if you get stranded.
True. I'm just trying to compare the different plans. Some seem really expensive.
Look at what they cover. Some only offer towing, while others include things like fuel delivery, jump starts, and locksmith services.
Okay, I'll pay closer attention to the details. Thanks for the advice.
Encountering an unexpected detour due to road work.
I'm stuck in traffic because of road construction. There's a detour, and it's adding at least 30 minutes to my commute.
Oh no. Is there any way to avoid the detour?
I tried looking at the map, but all the alternative routes are just as congested.
That's frustrating. Maybe try a navigation app like Waze. It often has real-time updates on traffic conditions and detours.
Good idea. I'll download that now. Hopefully it can find a faster route.
In the meantime, try to stay calm and listen to some music or a podcast to pass the time.
Yeah, that's probably the best I can do. Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem. Hopefully the detour won't last too long. Forgotten fuel cap.
I drove off from the gas station and realized I forgot to put my fuel cap back on.
Oh dear. You should turn around and get it. It's important to have a fuel cap.
I know, but I'm already pretty far away. Is it really that bad?
Yes, it is. Without the cap, fuel can evaporate, which wastes gas and pollutes the air.
Okay, that makes sense. Anything else?
Also, debris can get into your fuel tank and damage your fuel system. You might also get a check engine light.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll turn around and go back for it.
Good. It's a small thing, but it can save you a lot of trouble in the long run.
Jumping a curb.
I accidentally jumped a curb while parking. I'm so embarrassed.
Oh no! Did you hear any loud noises or feel anything unusual?
Yeah, there was a pretty loud thump. I'm worried I damaged something.
The most common damage is to your tires or wheels. Check them for any bulges, cuts, or dents.
Okay, I'll do that right now. What else should I look for?
Also, check your alignment. If the steering wheel isn't straight when you're driving straight, it might be out of alignment.
Good point. I'll take it for a quick drive after checking the tires and wheels.
If you're concerned, it's always best to have a mechanic take a look, just to be safe. Problem with the car's remote start.
My car's remote start isn't working. I press the button, but nothing happens.
Have you checked the battery and the key fob? That's often the first thing to go.
I haven't, actually. I'll try that, but it's a fairly new battery.
Sometimes they can be faulty. Also, make sure all the doors are completely closed and the hood and trunk are latched properly.
I'll double-check that too. Could it be something more serious?
It's possible. Some systems have safety features that prevent remote start if there's a fault code or a low fuel level.
Okay. If the battery and the doors aren't the issue, I'll have to take it to the dealership.
Yeah, they can diagnose the problem and see if there's a deeper issue with the system.
Questionable tow truck practices. This tow truck driver is acting really shady. He's quoting a price way higher than I expected.
Did you check if he's affiliated with a reputable company? Some of them are notorious for ripping people off.
I didn't. I was just panicking because my car broke down on the highway. What should I do?
Try calling your insurance company or roadside assistance. They might have preferred towing services with pre-negotiated rates.
Good idea. I'll call them now. But what if he refuses to release my car?
Explain the situation to your insurance company. They can advise you on your legal rights and potentially intervene.
Okay, I'm on hold with them now. This is such a stressful situation.
Just stay calm and document everything. Get his company name, truck number, and the initial quote he gave you.
Suspecting a bad CV axle. I've been hearing this clicking noise when I turn, especially at low speeds. It's getting louder.
That sounds like it could be a CV axle going bad. Does it happen more when you're turning sharply?
Yes, exactly. It's almost non-existent when I'm driving straight.
Yeah, that's a classic sign. It's probably the CV joint wearing out.
Is that something I can ignore for a while, or do I need to get it fixed ASAP?
It's best to get it checked soon. If it fails completely, you could lose power to the wheels.
Okay, that sounds serious. I'll book an appointment with my mechanic this week.
Good plan. They can confirm the diagnosis and give you a quote for the repair.
Suspecting a worn clutch.
My car is having trouble going uphill. It feels like it's losing power, and the RPMs are really high.
Is it a manual transmission? It sounds like your clutch might be slipping.
Yeah, it is. What does slipping mean?
It means the clutch isn't fully engaging, so the engine is spinning faster than the wheels are turning. It's a sign of wear.
So, what do I do?
Get it checked by a mechanic. A worn clutch needs to be replaced.
How much does that usually cost?
It can be a bit pricey, depending on the car. Expect to pay a few $100s for parts and labor. Unexpected gravel road.
My GPS took me down this unexpected gravel road. I'm worried about my tires.
Oh, that's annoying. How long is the gravel road?
It seems like it's going to be a few miles at least. I can't turn around easily.
Just drive slowly and carefully. Avoid any sudden braking or sharp turns.
Should I be worried about getting a flat tire?
It's possible, but unlikely if you take it slow. Just watch out for any sharp rocks or debris.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out. Thanks.
Once you're back on pavement, check your tire pressure just to be sure.
Hesitation on acceleration.
My car is hesitating when I try to accelerate, especially going uphill. It's like it's struggling.
Could be a fuel delivery issue. When was the last time you changed your fuel filter?
I honestly don't remember. It's probably been a while.
That's a good place to start. A clogged fuel filter can restrict fuel flow.
Okay, I'll look into that. Anything else it could be?
Could also be spark plugs or ignition coils. But the fuel filter is the easiest to check and replace.
All right, thanks for the advice.
No problem. Hope it's an easy fix.
Strange clicking sound.
I'm hearing a weird clicking sound when I turn the steering wheel, especially at low speeds. Could be a few things. Is it a constant clicking, or just when you're turning? Just when I'm turning, mostly at low speeds, like parking. It might be a CV joint. They tend to click when they're going bad. CV joint? Is that serious? It can be. If it fails completely, you could lose power to the wheels. Get it checked out soon. Okay, I will. Thanks for the heads up. No problem. Better safe than stranded.
Sudden loss of power. My car suddenly lost power while I was driving. It was terrifying.
Wow, that sounds scary. Did it stall completely?
Yes, everything just shut off for a second, then came back on. It's happened twice now.
That sounds like an electrical issue. Could be a loose connection or a problem with the ignition system.
Is that something I should take to a mechanic immediately?
Absolutely. A sudden loss of power is dangerous. Get it towed if you're not comfortable driving it.
Okay, I'm calling a tow truck right now.
Good call. Don't risk it. The case of the fading AC.
My car's AC is blowing warm air intermittently. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's not.
That's annoying. Could be a refrigerant leak. Have you had it recharged recently?
No, not in years. That's probably it, huh?
Most likely. You can buy a recharge kit at an auto parts store, but if it leaks out quickly, you'll need to find the leak.
So a recharge kit is a temporary fix?
Exactly. If there's a leak, it'll eventually go back to blowing warm air. A mechanic can find and fix the leak properly.
Okay, I think I'll just take it to a mechanic then.
Probably the best bet for a long-term solution.
The case of the rattling exhaust.
I'm hearing a rattling sound coming from underneath my car, mostly when I accelerate.
Sounds like something might be loose with your exhaust system. Maybe a heat shield.
A heat shield? What's that?
It's a metal shield that protects parts of the car from the exhaust heat. They can rust and come loose.
Is it a serious problem if it's loose?
Not usually, but it's annoying and can eventually cause other problems if it falls off and damages something. Plus, it can be loud.
Okay, I'll have it checked out then.
Yeah, it's a fairly simple fix. Just get it tightened or replaced.
The case of the sticky brakes.
My brakes feel kind of sticky sometimes, like they're not releasing properly. That's concerning. Does it happen after you've been driving for a while? Yeah, it seems to get worse the longer I drive. Could be a sticking brake caliper. They can overheat and cause problems. Is that something I can fix myself? Unless you're experienced with brakes, I wouldn't recommend it. Brakes are too important to mess with. Good point. I'll take it to the shop then. Definitely the right call. Get it checked ASAP.
The mystery of the dimming lights.
My headlights are dimming. especially when I use other electrical components like the AC or radio.
Sounds like your alternator might be failing. It's responsible for charging the battery and powering the electrical system.
The alternator, how much does that cost to replace?
It can vary depending on your car model, but it's not cheap. You can have it tested to confirm.
Tested? Where can I get that done?
Most auto parts stores will test your battery and alternator for free.
Oh, that's good to know. I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely get it checked. A failing alternator can leave you stranded.
The mystery of the vanishing oil.
I just checked my oil, and it's almost empty. I topped it off last month. What's going on?
That's not good. Are you seeing any oil spots where you park?
No, nothing. That's what's so strange.
Could be burning it. Does your exhaust smell funny or look smoky?
I haven't noticed anything unusual. Maybe I should get it checked out?
Definitely. Burning oil can damage your engine. Better safe than sorry.
You're right. I'll call the mechanic tomorrow.
Good idea. Keep an eye on the oil level in the meantime and top it off as needed. The wobbling wheel.
I'm noticing a slight wobble in the steering wheel, especially at higher speeds.
That could be a wheel balancing issue. Have you hit any potholes recently?
Yeah, actually, I hit a pretty big one last week.
That's likely the culprit. Get your wheels balanced, it should fix the wobble.
Is it safe to drive like this in the meantime?
It's generally okay for short distances, but prolonged driving with unbalanced wheels can cause tire wear and suspension damage.
All right, I'll get it taken care of this week.
Good plan. It's a quick and relatively inexpensive fix.
Wiper blade woes. These wiper blades are terrible. They're streaking like crazy even though it's barely raining.
How old are they? Wiper blades usually need replacing every 6 months to a year.
I think it's been about a year. I guess it's time.
Yeah, streaking is a classic sign. It could also be a dirty windshield.
I washed it recently, so I don't think that's it.
Then definitely replace them. They're not expensive, and it makes a huge difference in visibility.
True. I'll pick some up on my way home.
Make sure you get the right size for your car model.
Dealing with a sticking brake caliper.
I think my brakes are sticking. The car pulls to one side when I brake, and the wheel feels hot.
That definitely sounds like a sticking caliper. It means the brake pad is constantly rubbing against the rotor.
Is it safe to drive like that?
Not really. It can overheat the brakes and damage the rotor. Plus, it reduces your braking power.
So I should get it fixed immediately?
Yes, absolutely. A mechanic can either rebuild or replace the caliper.
Okay, I'll call them first thing in the morning. Dealing with a wobbly steering wheel. My steering wheel starts to wobble at higher speeds. It's pretty unnerving.
A wobbly steering wheel is often a sign of unbalanced tires. When was the last time you had them balanced?
I honestly can't remember. It's been a while.
That's probably the culprit. An alignment issue could also cause it, but tire balance is more common.
So get the tires balanced first?
Yes, that's the easiest and cheapest thing to try. If it still wobbles, then consider an alignment.
Great, I'll schedule that. Thanks.
Dealing with a worn serpentine belt.
I'm hearing a squealing noise coming from under the hood, especially when I start the car.
That's probably your serpentine belt. It might be worn or loose.
What does the serpentine belt do?
It powers things like the alternator, power steering pump, and AC compressor.
So if it breaks, I'm in trouble.
Potentially. You could lose power steering or your battery might not charge. It's best to get it replaced before it snaps.
Okay, I'll get it checked out, thanks.
Problem with the power locks.
My power locks are acting up. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It's really annoying.
Do they all fail at the same time? Or just one or two doors?
It's usually all of them. Sometimes the key fob doesn't work either.
That could be a problem with the central locking module or a wiring issue. It's hard to say without diagnostics.
So, a trip to the mechanic then?
Probably. They can check the fuses and wiring and see if the module is faulty.
All right, I'll schedule an appointment, thanks. Problem with the starter motor.
Sometimes when I turn the key, I just hear a clicking sound. The car won't start.
That sounds like a problem with the starter motor. It might be failing.
Is it the battery? I just replaced it last year.
It could still be a battery issue, but the clicking sound is more often the starter solenoid not engaging. A mechanic can test it.
How much does it usually cost to replace a starter?
It varies depending on the car, but it's usually a few $100s, including labor.
Okay, I'll get it diagnosed. Thanks.
Suspecting a bad CV joint. I hear a clicking or popping sound when I turn, especially at low speeds. What could that be?
That's a classic symptom of a bad CV joint. It's part of the axle that connects the engine to the wheels.
Is it a serious problem?
If the CV joint fails completely, you could lose power to that wheel. It's best to get it fixed.
How much does it cost to replace a CV joint?
It depends on the car and whether you replace the entire axle or just the joint. Expect to pay a few $100s.
Okay, I'll get it checked out. Thanks for the info.
Suspecting a bad mass airflow, MAF sensor.
My car is hesitating when I accelerate, and sometimes it even stalls. What could be causing that?
It might be a bad MAF sensor. That sensor measures the air entering the engine.
What happens if it's not working properly?
If it's faulty, it can send incorrect information to the engine computer, leading to poor performance.
Is it an easy fix?
Sometimes. You can try cleaning it first with MAF sensor cleaner. If that doesn't work, it might need to be replaced.
Okay, I'll try cleaning it first. Thanks for the tip.
Suspecting a bad thermostat.
My temperature gauge is acting weird. It keeps fluctuating between normal and almost overheating.
That sounds like a thermostat problem. It might be stuck closed, preventing proper coolant flow.
Is that a serious issue?
It can be. If the engine overheats, you could cause serious damage. Get it checked out ASAP.
Okay, I will. Is it an expensive repair?
The thermostat itself is cheap, but the labor can add up. Still, better than a new engine.
Good point. Thanks for the advice.
Suspecting a leaky fuel injector.
I'm smelling gas after I park my car, and my fuel economy is terrible. Any thoughts?
That could be a leaky fuel injector. They can cause a strong gas smell and poor fuel efficiency.
How can I confirm that?
A mechanic can perform a fuel pressure test and check for leaks around the injectors.
Is it dangerous to drive with a leaky injector?
It can be. A fuel leak is a fire hazard, so it's best to get it fixed quickly.
All right, I'll take it into the shop.
Suspecting a vacuum leak.
My car's been idling rough lately, and the gas mileage seems worse. Any ideas?
Could be a vacuum leak. That can cause all sorts of problems with the engine's performance.
What exactly is a vacuum leak?
It's when air is getting into the engine where it shouldn't, messing up the air-fuel mixture.
How can I tell if I have one?
Listen for a hissing sound under the hood, especially when the engine is running. A mechanic can also use a smoke test to find it.
Okay, I'll check for that. Thanks.
Accidental activation of hazard lights.
Oops. Did I just accidentally turn on my hazard lights?
Yep, they're flashing. Easy mistake to make. The button is in a weird spot.
Yeah, I was reaching for the radio and must have bumped it. How embarrassing.
Don't worry about it. Just turn them off and we'll be good to go.
Okay, all set. Hopefully, no one thought I was broken down or something.
Nah, they probably didn't even notice. It happens all the time.
Thanks. I feel less silly now.
Dealing with heavy fog.
Wow, this fog is incredibly thick. I can barely see anything.
Yeah, it's really rolled in. Turn on your fog lights.
Already did. Should I slow down even more?
Definitely. And increase your following distance. You never know when someone might brake suddenly.
Good point. This is making me nervous.
Me too. Just stay focused and take it slow. We'll get through it.
I appreciate that. Thanks for being a good co-pilot.
Debating the use of cruise control.
Should I put on cruise control for this long stretch of highway? I don't know, is it really necessary? It can make you a little too relaxed, especially if you're tired. True, but it also helps prevent speeding and makes my foot less tired. That's a fair point. Just be extra alert and make sure you're paying attention to the road. I will. And I'll turn it off if I start feeling drowsy. Sounds like a plan. Stay safe. Will do. Thanks.
Forgotten license at home.
Oh shoot, I think I left my driver's license at home.
That's not good. Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I can't find it in my wallet or bag.
Well, hopefully we won't get pulled over. Maybe we should turn around and get it?
I'm already halfway there. I'll just be extra careful and hope for the best. It's a short trip.
Okay, but drive safely. And maybe check your glove compartment. Sometimes I stash mine there.
Good point, I'll check, thanks.
Misjudged parking space. Ugh, I thought I could fit in that space, but now I'm wedged in.
Oh no! Is there any room to maneuver at all?
Barely. I'm worried about scratching the cars on either side.
Maybe try rocking it back and forth gently?
I've tried, but it's not working. I might have to ask someone to help push.
I can help push. Let's get you out of there.
Really? That would be amazing, thanks. Just be careful not to get too close. Problem with the car's Bluetooth.
This is so frustrating. My phone won't connect to the car's Bluetooth.
Have you tried turning Bluetooth off and on again on your phone?
Yeah, multiple times, and I restarted the car too.
Have you checked if your car's system needs an update?
I haven't. Where would I even find that option?
Usually it's in the settings menu on the car's screen. Sometimes you need to connect to Wi-Fi for the update.
Okay, I'll try that when we stop, thanks. Suspecting a bad CV axle. I've been hearing this clicking noise when I turn, especially at low speeds. Any idea what it could be?
That sounds like it might be a CV axle going bad.
A CV axle? What's that?
It's part of the drivetrain that transfers power to the wheels. When they wear out, they often make a clicking sound when turning.
Oh great, is that an expensive repair?
It can be, depending on the car. You should probably get it checked out by a mechanic sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I'll call them tomorrow. Thanks for the heads up. Suspecting a vacuum leak. My engine's been idling really rough lately, and I think it might be a vacuum leak.
Rough idling is a classic symptom. Have you noticed any other issues?
Yeah, the gas mileage seems to have dropped a bit too.
Definitely sounds like a leak. Have you tried looking for any obvious cracks in the hoses?
I took a quick look but didn't see anything obvious. It might be somewhere hidden.
You might need to take it to a mechanic to get it properly diagnosed. They have smoke machines that can pinpoint the leak.
Good idea. I'll schedule an appointment this week. Thanks for the advice.
Unexpected detour due to road work. What the heck? This road is closed.
Looks like road work. Did you see a detour sign?
Yeah, but it's not very clear. I think it wants us to go that way.
Let me check the GPS. Maybe it has a better route.
Good idea. This is going to add a lot of time to our trip.
Okay, the GPS is rerouting us. It says to take the next right and then follow the signs for the highway.
All right. Let's hope this detour isn't too bad.
Unexpected gravel spray.
Ouch! Something just hit my windshield.
What was it? A rock?
I think so. It came from that truck ahead of us on the gravel road.
Is there any damage?
Yeah, there's a small chip. I hope it doesn't spread.
You should get that fixed as soon as possible. Those chips can turn into cracks really quickly.
I know. I'll call the insurance company tomorrow.
Good idea. Maybe keep a little distance from trucks on gravel roads from now on.
Accidentally hitting a small animal.
Oh no, I think I just hit a squirrel.
Oh man! Are you okay? Did you see it?
I'm okay, but I feel terrible. It darted out right in front of me.
There wasn't anything you could do. Don't beat yourself up about it.
I know, but it's still awful. Should I pull over and check for damage?
If you're worried, you can. But if it was just a squirrel, it probably didn't do much.
Okay, I'll check when we get to our destination. Hopefully there's nothing serious. Dealing with a stuck seatbelt.
This seatbelt is completely stuck. I can't get it to retract.
Try pulling it out all the way, then letting it go slowly.
I've tried that a million times. It's like it's jammed or something.
Maybe there's something caught in the mechanism. Have you checked?
Yeah, I looked. Didn't see anything obvious. This is so frustrating.
Well, you definitely need to get that fixed. Driving without a seatbelt is not safe.
I know. I'll have to take it to a mechanic, I guess.
Debating the best route. I think we should take the highway. It's faster.
But the highway is always so congested this time of day. What about taking the back roads?
The back roads? That'll add at least an extra half hour, won't it?
Maybe, but it'll be a much smoother ride, less stressful.
I'm worried about getting there late. We're already cutting it close.
Okay, let's check the traffic app. See which is actually faster right now.
Good call. Let's hope the app is accurate this time.
Fingers crossed. It's usually pretty reliable.
Debating the use of cruise control in rain. I'm thinking of using cruise control to keep a steady speed in this rain.
Are you sure that's a good idea? I've heard it's not safe to use cruise control in wet conditions.
Why not? It seems like it would make it easier to maintain control.
If you hydroplane, the cruise control might keep accelerating, making it harder to recover.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's better to have full control over the accelerator in case you need to react quickly.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll stick to manually controlling my speed. Encountering a roadside checkpoint.
Oh, great. A checkpoint up ahead. Just stay calm and be polite. You have your license and registration, right? Yeah, I think so. Where did I put my registration? Check the glove compartment. It's usually in there. Found it! Okay, deep breaths. What are they even checking for? Could be anything. Licenses, insurance, vehicle safety. Just answer their questions honestly. Okay, I can do that. Hopefully it's quick. It usually is. Just be respectful and you'll be fine.
Problem with the power mirrors. My power mirrors aren't working, I can't adjust them.
Did you check the fuse? That's usually the first thing to look at.
A fuse? I didn't even think of that. Where would I find it?
It's usually in the fuse box under the dashboard or in the engine compartment. Your car manual should have a diagram.
Okay, I'll check the manual. Hopefully it's just a blown fuse.
Fingers crossed. Replacing a fuse is much cheaper than replacing the whole mirror mechanism.
Definitely. Thanks for the suggestion. Suspecting a bad wheel bearing.
I hear this humming noise when I'm driving, and it seems to be getting louder.
Hum could be a bad wheel bearing. Does the noise change when you turn?
Yeah, it seems to get louder when I turn to the left.
That's a pretty good sign it's a wheel bearing. You should get that checked out ASAP.
Really? Is it dangerous?
If it fails completely, it could cause the wheel to lock up. Not something you want to happen while driving.
Okay, I'm calling the mechanic first thing tomorrow. Thanks for the warning.
Suspecting a faulty sensor. This check engine light keeps coming on and off. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, that's annoying. Probably just a faulty sensor.
That's what I'm hoping. I don't want to have to pay for a major repair.
You could get the code READ at an auto parts store. It's usually free.
Really? I didn't know that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, then you'll at least have some idea what's going on before you take it to a mechanic.
Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. Thanks for the tip.
Suspecting a worn timing belt. I've been reading about timing belts, and now I'm worried about mine.
Why is your car making strange noises?
No, but it's getting up there in mileage. I think it's due for a replacement soon.
Yeah, if it snaps, it can cause serious engine damage. It's worth getting it checked.
That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to risk it.
Look up the recommended replacement interval for your car model. Then book an appointment.
Good idea. I'll do that tonight. Better safe than sorry. Suspecting vandalism. Hey, did you see my car? Someone keyed the side of it.
Oh no, seriously, that's awful. Was it really deep?
Yeah, pretty bad. It's going to need a professional repair, I think.
That's such a pain. Did you file a police report?
I'm about to. I need the report for the insurance claim.
Good idea. Hopefully, they can catch whoever did it.
I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Just so frustrating.
I completely understand. I'd be furious. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Accidentally using the wrong fuel type. I think I just put diesel in my gasoline car. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh no, that's not good. Don't start the car.
Seriously, what happens if I do?
It can cause serious engine damage. You need to get it towed to a mechanic and have them drain the tank.
This is going to be expensive. Any idea how much that costs?
It varies, but probably a few $100s. Better than a new engine, though.
You're right, calling a tow truck now. Debating roadside assistance plans.
I'm thinking about getting a roadside assistance plan. Are they worth it?
It depends. Do you have an older car? Do you travel a lot?
My car is about 8 years old, and I do drive quite a bit for work.
Then it might be a good idea. Peace of mind knowing you have someone to call if you get a flat or run out of gas.
True. But are they expensive?
Prices vary. Check with your insurance company first. They often offer it as an add-on at a reasonable price. AAA is another popular option.
Okay, I'll compare some plans. Thanks.
Encountering a detour due to road work.
I'm stuck in traffic. There's a detour up ahead.
Road work? Seriously? I'm already running late.
Me too. The detour signs are confusing. I don't even know where I'm going.
Maybe try using your GPS to recalculate the route?
I did, but it's adding like 30 minutes to my commute.
That's awful. Well, at least we're in this mess together. Misery loves company, right?
Haha, true. Let's just hope this detour doesn't last forever.
Encountering an unexpected detour due to road work.
Another detour. This is the third time this week I've been rerouted because of construction.
Tell me about it. They're tearing up every road in the city, it seems like.
My GPS keeps trying to take me back to the closed road. It's so frustrating.
Mine too. I wish they'd update the maps faster. Are there any signs at least?
Some, but they're not very clear. I think I'm going in circles.
Maybe try looking at a paper map. Sometimes old school is the best school.
Good idea. I might have one in the trunk. Dot if I can find it. Expired inspection sticker.
Oh no, I just noticed my inspection sticker expired last week.
Yikes! You need to get that taken care of ASAP. You could get a ticket.
I know, I've been putting it off. Do you know any good places around here?
Yeah, there's a place on Maple Street. Maple Auto, they're usually pretty quick.
Okay, Maple Auto. I'll try to go tomorrow. Hopefully they don't find anything major wrong.
Fingers crossed. Just make sure to bring your registration and insurance card.
Right, good reminder, thanks.
Problem with the car's remote start.
My remote start isn't working. I press the button, but nothing happens. Is the hood completely closed? Some systems won't start if the hood is even slightly ajar. I think so. I'll double check. Anything else it could be? Could be the battery in the remote is low. Try replacing it. Good idea. I haven't changed it in ages. I'll try that first. Also, make sure the car is in park and the brake is engaged. Safety features, you know? Okay, I'll run through all those checks. Thanks.
Questionable tow truck practices.
I had my car towed after that accident, and I'm not sure about the tow truck company. They were really pushy. Pushy how? Did they try to pressure you into using their shop for repairs? Exactly. And they wouldn't give me a clear price before towing it. That's a red flag. You have the right to choose your own repair shop and get a written estimate beforehand. I wish I had known that then. Now they're holding my car hostage until I pay a huge bill. Document everything and contact your insurance company. They might be able to help you negotiate or even report them. I will, thanks. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of.
Suspecting a bad CV axle.
I'm hearing a clicking sound when I turn, especially at low speeds.
Where's the clicking coming from? Front or back?
Definitely the front. It's pretty loud.
That sounds like a bad CV axle. They're responsible for transferring power to the wheels.
CV axle, is that a serious problem?
It can be. Eventually, it could fail completely, leaving you stranded. Get it checked out soon.
Okay, I'll make an appointment with the mechanic. Thanks for the heads up.
Suspecting a bad fuel injector. My car has been running really rough lately, especially when I accelerate.
That could be a few things. Is the check engine light on?
Yeah, it is. I had it scanned, and it suggested a possible fuel injector issue.
That makes sense. A bad fuel injector can definitely cause rough idling and poor acceleration.
So what do I do? Is it a big deal to fix?
It's not the cheapest repair, but it's important to get it fixed. It can damage your engine if left unattended. You can try a fuel injector cleaner first, but it might need replacing.
Okay, I'll look into getting it checked out by a mechanic. Thanks for the advice. Suspecting a worn clutch.
I think my clutch is going bad. It's slipping, especially in higher gears.
Slipping? What do you mean?
The engine revs up, but the car doesn't accelerate as quickly as it should. It feels like it's not fully engaging.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a worn clutch. How many miles are on the car?
Around 120,000. I guess it's about time.
That's about right for a clutch replacement. It's a fairly involved job, so expect a decent bill from the mechanic.
Great, just what I needed. Thanks for confirming my suspicions. Foggy windows and defroster issues.
I can't see anything. These windows are completely fogged up.
Turn on the defroster. Is it working?
It's on, but it's not doing much. Maybe it's broken?
Try turning up the heat and directing the air to the windshield.
Okay, doing that now. It's helping a little, but it's still not great.
Make sure the air recirculation isn't on. That can make fog worse.
You're right. It was on. Let me switch it off. Much better. Thanks.
Lost key fob functionality. My key fob isn't working. I can't unlock the car.
Did you try the spare?
I don't have the spare with me. I never do.
Okay, don't panic. Have you tried replacing the battery recently?
No, I haven't. Maybe that's it. I'll see if I can find a small screwdriver in the glove compartment.
Good luck. Otherwise, we might have to call roadside assistance.
Fingers crossed, it's just the battery.
Malfunctioning radio.
This radio is driving me crazy. It keeps cutting out.
Is it just a specific station or all of them?
It's happening with all the stations. And sometimes it just goes silent.
Could be a loose connection or a problem with the antenna.
I hope it's not a major repair. I need my music on long drives.
Let's try restarting the car. Sometimes that fixes weird glitches.
Okay, worth a try. Otherwise, it's back to singing a cappella.
Problem with the air conditioning.
Is it just me? Or is the AC not working properly?
You're right. It's barely blowing any cold air. It's sweltering in here.
I just had it recharged last summer. What could be wrong?
Could be a leak, or maybe the compressor is failing. Either way, it's not good.
We have a long drive ahead of us. This is going to be miserable.
Let's try turning it off for a bit and see if that helps. Maybe it's just overworked.
Worth a shot. Otherwise, we'll have to find a mechanic when we stop.
Hopefully it's a quick fix.
Steering wheel vibration at high speeds.
I'm noticing a weird vibration in the steering wheel when I'm driving above 60 miles per hour.
That's usually a sign of unbalanced tires. When was the last time you had them balanced?
It's been a while, probably over a year. I should probably get that done.
Definitely. It could also be an alignment issue, but unbalanced tires are the most likely culprit.
Is it safe to drive like this?
It's generally safe, but it's best to get it fixed sooner rather than later. It can wear down your tires unevenly.
Okay, I'll make an appointment to get the tires balanced this week.
Sticking accelerator pedal.
I think there's something wrong with the accelerator. It feels like it's sticking a bit.
Sticking? That's not good. Be careful.
Yeah, it's making it hard to maintain a constant speed. I have to use extra force to release it.
Pull over at the next safe spot. We need to take a look at it.
Okay, I'm a little nervous driving like this.
We'll figure it out. Maybe it's just something simple, like a dirty linkage.
Let's hope so. Otherwise, this trip is going to be cut short.
Sudden increase in fuel consumption.
I swear, I'm filling up the gas tank way more often than usual lately.
Really? Maybe you're driving more or doing more stop-and-go traffic?
No, my driving habits haven't changed. I think there might be something wrong with the car.
Could be a few things. Dirty air filter, faulty oxygen sensor, or even low tire pressure.
I should probably get it checked out. My wallet can't handle this increased fuel consumption.
Definitely. Ignoring it could lead to bigger problems down the road.
I'll book an appointment with the mechanic this week.
Trouble with power windows.
My window won't go down. I keep pressing the button, but nothing happens.
Which window is it?
The driver's side. Super inconvenient when I need to use a drive-through.
Check the window lock button. Maybe you accidentally engaged it.
Nope, it's not locked. I think the motor might be dead.
That's a common problem. It's usually a relatively easy fix.
Hopefully. I hate not being able to roll down my window.
You can always use the passenger side window in the meantime. Unexpected road closure.
This detour is adding an extra hour to our trip.
I know. I saw the sign for the road closure, but I didn't think it would be this bad. What happened?
Apparently there's been an accident further down the road. They're saying it's going to be closed for a while.
Great. Should we try to find an alternative route on the GPS?
I already checked. Everything's backed up because of this. We're stuck with a detour.
Well, at least we have some snacks and drinks. Might as well make the best of it.
True. Just hoping we don't miss our reservation.
Unresponsive touchscreen display. This touchscreen is completely frozen. I can't change the radio station or adjust the climate control.
Have you tried turning the car off and on again? That sometimes resets it.
Yeah, I tried that already. Still nothing.
Is there a physical reset button somewhere on the dashboard?
I don't see one. This is so frustrating. Everything's controlled through this screen.
Look in the owner's manual. There might be a specific procedure for resetting the system.
Good idea. I'll check that when we stop for gas.
Annoying carpool etiquette.
I'm in a carpool now, but one of the riders is always late.
Oh, that's so frustrating. Have you said anything to them?
Not directly, but I'm starting to get annoyed. It makes us late for work.
You need to address it. Maybe suggest a slightly earlier meeting time?
That's a good idea. I don't want to be confrontational, but it's impacting everyone.
Just be polite but firm. Explain the impact on the group.
Okay, I'll try that tomorrow. Hopefully it works.
Choosing a car wash.
My car is filthy. I need to get it washed. Do you prefer automatic or hand wash?
I usually go for the automatic ones. They're quick and easy.
I'm always worried about the brushes scratching the paint.
Some of the newer ones have soft cloth brushes that are gentler. Look for those.
Good tip. Maybe I'll try one of those. Hand wash is just so much effort.
Exactly. Unless you're really picky about every little detail, automatic is fine.
Okay, I'm convinced. Automatic it is.
Enjoy the clean car.
Dealing with a chip in the paint.
Ugh, I just noticed a tiny chip in the paint on my door. Probably from a rock on the highway. Oh, that's annoying. I hate when that happens. Did it go down to the metal? I think so, yeah. It's small, but I'm worried about rust. You should definitely get it touched up then. A little touch-up paint is pretty cheap. Where do I even get that? Do I have to go to a body shop? No, you can get it at most auto parts stores. Just make sure you get the right color code for your car. Okay? Good to know. I'll look into that this weekend. Thanks. Sure thing. It's easy to do yourself and will prevent bigger problems later.
Dealing with a recall notice. I just got a recall notice for my car. Have you ever dealt with one?
Yeah, a few times. It's usually pretty straightforward.
What do I need to do?
Just call your dealership and schedule an appointment. They'll fix the issue for free.
Okay, that sounds easy enough. How long does it usually take?
It depends on the recall, but usually just a few hours. They should tell you when you book.
Great, thanks for the info. I'll call them tomorrow.
Debating winter tires.
Are you getting winter tires this year? I'm debating it.
I always do. They make a huge difference in the snow and ice.
I know they're safer, but they're also expensive. Is it really worth it?
For me, it's worth the peace of mind. Plus, they can help you avoid accidents.
That's a good point. I just don't want to deal with storing them in the summer.
Some tire shops will store them for you for a fee. It's worth looking into.
Okay, I'll consider that. Thanks for the advice.
You're welcome. Stay safe out there.
Expired car registration.
Oh no, I just realized my car registration expired last month. Yikes, you need to get that taken care of ASAP. You could get a ticket. I know. I've been so busy, I completely forgot. Where do I even go? Usually, you can do it online or at your local DMV. Check their website. Okay, I'll check that out tonight. Hopefully it's not too complicated. It's usually pretty straightforward. Just have your insurance information handy. Thanks for the reminder. I really appreciate it. No problem. Glad I could help.
Questionable mechanic recommendations.
My car's been making this awful grinding noise, and I think I need a mechanic. Oh, really? I know a guy, but I'm not sure I'd recommend him. He's cheap, but what? Well, he's not exactly known for his honesty. Heard a few stories about inflated bills. Yikes. That's the last thing I need. Maybe I should stick with a reputable place, even if it costs more. Exactly! Peace of mind is worth something. Check online reviews. That's what I do. Good idea. Thanks for the warning. I'll definitely do my research. No problem. Better safe than sorry when it comes to car repairs.
Rental car woes.
I'm renting a car next week for my vacation. Any tips?
Definitely take pictures of the car before you leave the lot, inside and out.
Why?
So they can't blame you for existing damage. Read the rental agreement closely too.
Good point. I've heard horror stories about hidden fees.
Exactly, and check the gas gauge. Make sure it matches what they say it is.
This is all really helpful. Thanks. I'll be sure to do all that.
The dreaded parking ticket.
Guess what? I got a parking ticket today. I'm so annoyed.
Oh no! Where were you parked?
I was a few minutes over in a timed zone. They're so strict.
Yeah, they are. You can try to fight it, but it's usually not worth the hassle.
I know, you're probably right. It's just the principle of it.
I understand. Just pay it and move on. Lesson learned, right?
Yeah, you're right. Sigh, I'll pay it online tonight.
Unexpected hail damage.
We had a crazy hailstorm last night. I think my car might be damaged.
Oh no! That's terrible. Have you checked it out yet?
Yeah, it's covered in little dents. I'm so bummed.
That's definitely an insurance claim situation. Call your insurance company.
I will. Do you know if it will raise my rates?
It shouldn't, since it's an act of nature and not your fault. But double check with them.
Okay, good to know. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Good luck with the claim.
Dealing with a clogged catalytic converter.
My car failed its emissions test. The mechanic said something about a clogged catalytic converter.
Oh man, that's a pain. Those can be expensive to replace. How old is your car?
It's a 2012 model. I've put a lot of miles on it.
Yeah, that's probably about the right age for it to go. Sometimes you can try cleaning it, but it's often a temporary fix.
He mentioned that. He said it might buy me some time, but it's not guaranteed to work.
Exactly. Weigh your options. A new one is the surest way to pass the test, but cleaning is cheaper if you're on a budget.
True. I'll have to get a few quotes for a replacement. Thanks for the insight.
No problem. Good luck.
Dealing with a cracked exhaust manifold.
I think my exhaust is leaking. It's really loud, especially when I first start the car.
Yeah, that could be a cracked exhaust manifold. Can you smell exhaust fumes inside the car?
Sometimes, yes. It's not overpowering, but I definitely notice it.
That's a good indication of an exhaust leak. A cracked manifold is a common problem, especially on older cars.
Is it dangerous to drive with a cracked manifold?
It's not ideal. You're breathing in exhaust fumes, which isn't healthy, and it can also affect your engine's performance. Plus, you probably won't pass inspection.
Okay, I'll get it checked out ASAP. Thanks for the warning. Dealing with a squeaky belt.
My car has a really annoying squeaking sound, especially when it's cold. It seems to be coming from under the hood.
Sounds like a belt squeal. Probably your serpentine belt. Is it worse when you turn on the AC or the headlights?
Yes, it definitely gets louder when I use the AC.
Then it's likely the belt. It could be loose, worn, or glazed over. Sometimes tightening it will fix it, but often it needs to be replaced.
Is it urgent to get it fixed?
If the belt breaks completely, you'll lose power steering, AC, and possibly even your alternator, which charges the battery. So yes, get it checked out soon.
Okay, I will. Thanks for the heads up.
Intermittent engine misfire.
My engine feels like it's skipping sometimes. It's like a slight jerk or hesitation when I'm driving.
That sounds like an engine misfire. Does the check engine light come on when it happens?
Yes, it flashes on and off occasionally.
Definitely a misfire then. It could be a faulty spark plug, a bad ignition coil, or even a fuel injector problem.
Those sound like expensive problems.
Spark plugs are relatively cheap and easy to replace yourself if you're comfortable doing that. But if it's a coil or injector, you'll probably need a mechanic.
I'm not very mechanically inclined. I'll probably take it in, thanks.
Problem with the anti-lock braking system, ABS.
The ABS light on my dashboard keeps coming on and off. Is that something I should be worried about?
Definitely. It means there's a problem with your anti-lock braking system. Your brakes will still work, but you won't have the added safety of ABS.
So what should I do?
Get it diagnosed by a mechanic. It could be a faulty sensor, a problem with the ABS module, or something else entirely.
Is it safe to drive the car in the meantime?
It's generally safe, but be extra cautious when braking, especially in wet or slippery conditions. Remember, you won't have ABS to help you.
Okay, I'll drive carefully and get it fixed soon. Thanks for the information. Stalling at intersections. My car keeps stalling when I come to a stop at intersections. It's really embarrassing.
That's definitely not good. Does it happen every time or just sometimes?
Mostly when the engine is cold, but it's happened a few times even when it's warmed up.
Could be a few things. Maybe an idle air control valve issue or even a vacuum leak.
Those sound complicated. I don't know anything about car mechanics.
Yeah, it's best to take it to a mechanic. Stalling can be dangerous, especially in traffic.
You're right, I'll book an appointment tomorrow. Thanks for the advice. Suspecting a faulty fuel pump.
My car's been acting weird lately. It stutters sometimes when I accelerate, especially uphill.
That sounds like it could be a fuel delivery issue. When was the last time you had your fuel filter checked?
Honestly, I can't remember. It's been a while. But the problem seems more serious than just a clogged filter.
It could be a failing fuel pump then. Those symptoms are pretty common. Is it worse when the tank is low?
I think it is. That's a good observation. I usually fill up before it gets too low, but I did let it get near empty the other day.
Yeah, running the pump with low fuel can overheat it. I'd get it checked out by a mechanic sooner rather than later.
Okay, I will. Thanks for the advice. I was worried it was something really expensive.
Transmission slipping.
I think my transmission is slipping. When I accelerate, the RPMs go up, but the car doesn't really speed up much. Oh no, that's a classic sign of transmission trouble. Have you checked the transmission fluid level? No, I haven't. I didn't even know that was something I could check myself. Most cars have a dipstick for the transmission fluid, just like the oil. Check the owner's manual to find it. Okay, I'll look. What if it's low? If it's low, you can try adding some transmission fluid, but if it's slipping badly, it's probably best to get it professionally diagnosed. Good point. I'll check the fluid first, but I'll probably end up at the mechanic anyway.
Trouble with the power steering. My power steering seems to be going out intermittently. Sometimes it's fine, other times it's really hard to turn the wheel.
Is it making any strange noises when it gets hard to steer?
Yeah, kind of a whining sound, especially when I'm turning at low speeds.
That sounds like your power steering pump might be failing. Check the power steering fluid level too.
Where's that located?
It's usually a small reservoir near the front of the engine, often with a steering wheel symbol on the cap. If it's low, try adding some fluid, but it's probably leaking somewhere.
Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks for the tip. Unusual tire wear patterns.
I noticed my tires are wearing unevenly. The edges are much more worn than the center.
That usually indicates a problem with your car's alignment or tire pressure. What pressure are you running?
I usually just go by what the sticker on the door says.
Okay, that's a good start. But if the edges are wearing more, it could be that you're consistently underinflated, or it could be that you need an alignment.
What does an alignment do?
It ensures that your wheels are properly angled relative to each other and the road. If they're out of alignment, it can cause uneven tire wear and affect handling.
Okay, I'll check the tire pressure first and then maybe get an alignment. Thanks. Choosing the right oil type.
I'm changing my car's oil, and I'm confused about which type to use. synthetic or conventional?
Check your car's manual. It will specify the recommended oil type and weight.
I did, but it gives a range of options. What's the difference between them?
Synthetic oil is generally better. It lasts longer, protects better at high temperatures, and can improve fuel economy slightly.
So it's worth the extra cost?
In most cases, yes. Especially for newer cars or if you do a lot of stop-and-go driving.
Okay, I'll go with synthetic then. Thanks for clarifying.
Comparing car insurance quotes.
I'm shopping around for car insurance, and the quotes are all over the place.
Yeah, it can be confusing. Are you comparing apples to apples, same coverage levels and deductibles?
I thought I was, but maybe not. What are the most important things to look for?
Liability coverage is key. Make sure you have enough to protect your assets if you cause an accident.
Okay, liability. What about collision and comprehensive?
Those cover damage to your car. Collision is for accidents, comprehensive is for things like theft or hail. Decide if the cost is worth it for your car's value.
That makes sense. I'll go back and double check everything. Thanks.
No problem. Don't forget to ask about discounts too.
Dealing with a cracked windshield. I got a crack in my windshield. It's not huge, but I'm worried it'll spread.
How big is it? If it's small enough, they can usually repair it with resin.
It's maybe 6 inches long. Right in my line of sight, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's probably too big for a repair. You'll likely need a replacement.
I was afraid of that. Is it safe to drive with it like that?
It's not ideal. It can obstruct your vision, and it's weaker. Get it fixed as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll call around for quotes tomorrow. Thanks for the advice.
Dealing with an aggressive driver.
I had a really scary encounter with an aggressive driver today. Tailgating, honking, the works.
That's awful. What did you do?
I just tried to stay calm and get out of their way. I didn't want to escalate things.
That's the best thing to do. Don't make eye contact or engage with them.
It's hard not to react though. My heart was pounding.
I understand. Just remember, your safety is the most important thing. Report them if you can.
I didn't get their license plate, unfortunately. I'll be more aware next time.
Debating aftermarket car modifications.
I'm thinking about getting a cold air intake for my car. Do you think it's worth it?
Well, it depends on what you're hoping to achieve. More horsepower, a cooler sound?
A little of both, honestly. I've heard it can improve fuel efficiency too.
The fuel efficiency gains are usually negligible. Just be careful with aftermarket parts. They can void your warranty.
That's a good point. I need to check the warranty details first.
Definitely. And make sure it's installed correctly. A bad install can cause more problems than it solves.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
Diagnosing a strange vibration. My car has started vibrating at certain speeds. It's really annoying.
Where do you feel the vibration? Steering wheel? Seat? Or the whole car?
Mostly in the steering wheel. It's worse around 60 miles per hour.
That could be a wheel balancing issue. Have you hit any potholes recently?
I think I might have. So, it's probably not a serious problem?
Wheel balancing is usually a simple fix. But it could also be something else, like a worn tire or a suspension issue. Get it checked out to be sure.
Okay, I will. Thanks for the quick diagnosis. Negotiating with a car dealership. I'm going to a car dealership this weekend. Any tips for negotiating a good price?
Do your research beforehand. Know the market value of the car you want and what your trade-in is worth.
Okay, I've been looking online. What's the best approach during the negotiation?
Be prepared to walk away. Don't be afraid to say no if they're not meeting your price. And focus on the out-the-door price, not just the monthly payment.
Out-the-door price, got it. What about financing? Should I get pre-approved elsewhere?
Definitely. It gives you leverage. If they can't beat your pre-approved rate, you can walk away and finance it through your bank or credit union.
Great advice. I feel much more prepared now. Thanks.
Planning a long road trip. I'm planning a road trip next month. Any tips for making it go smoothly?
Definitely get your car checked out before you go. Oil change, tire pressure, all that stuff.
Good call. I always forget about that. Anything else?
Plan your route, but be flexible. Leave room for spontaneity. And pack snacks.
Snacks are a must. What about entertainment? Any recommendations?
Download some podcasts or audiobooks. And bring a physical map, just in case you lose cell service.
Excellent advice. I'll make a checklist. Thanks.
Suspecting rodents in the engine.
I swear I heard some rustling under the hood this morning. Think I might have a rodent problem? Oh no, that's the worst. They can chew through everything. Any signs besides the noise? Yeah, found some droppings near the battery and what looks like shredded paper in the air filter. Definitely rodents. Get it checked out ASAP. They can do serious damage to wiring and hoses. Ugh, I figured. Any recommendations for getting rid of them without harming them? Some people swear by peppermint oil or dryer sheets. But a professional pest control might be best for the car. Good point. I'll look into both. Thanks.
Understanding car depreciation.
I'm thinking about selling my car, but I'm shocked at how much it's depreciated.
Yeah, cars lose value quickly, especially in the first few years.
Is there anything I can do to minimize depreciation when I buy a new car?
Choosing a reliable brand and model helps. Also, keeping it in good condition and maintaining it regularly.
So regular maintenance records are important?
Absolutely. They show potential buyers that you've taken good care of the car.
Okay, good to know. Thanks for the insight. Accidental activation of hazard lights.
I think I accidentally hit my hazard lights while driving. I can't seem to turn them off.
That's annoying. Have you tried pressing the hazard light button again?
Yes, multiple times, nothing's happening. I'm worried I'll drain the battery.
Is it possible the button is stuck? Try wiggling it a bit.
I tried that too. Still no luck. I might have to pull over and consult the owner's manual.
That's probably the best idea. It could be a fuse issue too.
Okay, I'll pull over at the next safe spot. Thanks for the suggestions. Dealing with a bird-dropping disaster.
You won't believe what happened. A bird just unloaded a huge mess all over my windshield.
Ah, that's disgusting, and it can actually damage your car's paint, you know.
I know. That's what I'm worried about. I need to clean it off ASAP.
Do you have any wipes or cleaner in your car?
I usually do, but I'm all out. I guess I'll have to find a gas station.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet. And try to park under cover next time.
Definitely learned my lesson. Thanks.
Dealing with a stolen car. I can't believe it, my car's gone. I think it's been stolen.
What? Seriously? Where did you park it?
Right outside my apartment building. I only left it for an hour.
Have you checked to see if it was towed? Maybe there was a parking restriction?
No, I checked the signs. It wasn't a tow-away zone. I'm calling the police now.
That's the best thing to do, and then call your insurance company.
Okay, thanks. This is a nightmare.
I can imagine. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Dealing with road rage. Other driver.
This guy behind me is going crazy. He's tailgating and honking like mad.
Just ignore him, eh? Don't make eye contact or engage in any way.
It's hard. He's practically glued to my bumper. I'm worried he'll cause an accident.
Maintain your speed and focus on the road. If you feel unsafe, pull over somewhere public.
Okay, pulling over sounds like a good idea. There's a gas station up ahead.
Perfect. Let him pass you. It's not worth escalating the situation.
You're right, safety first. Thanks for the advice. Debating a car upgrade versus repair.
My car needs another expensive repair. I'm starting to wonder if I should just buy a new one.
How much is the repair going to cost?
About $2,000. It's the transmission this time.
Ouch, that's a significant amount. How old is your car?
It's 12 years old. I've been thinking about getting something newer anyway.
Maybe it's time. Factor in the cost of the repair versus a down payment and monthly payments on a new car.
Yeah, I need to do the math. I'll also factor in gas mileage and insurance costs.
Good idea. It's a big decision.
Debating the purchase of a dash cam. I'm thinking about getting a dash cam for my car.
Oh, really? What made you decide that?
I've seen so many videos online of accidents where the dash cam footage was crucial for determining fault.
That's a good point. It could be really helpful in case of an accident.
Exactly. Plus, it might deter people from committing insurance fraud.
True. Are they expensive?
Not really. You can get a decent one for around $100. I think it's worth the investment.
Yeah, I think you're right. I might look into getting one myself. Lost keys inside a locked car.
You won't believe this. I locked my keys in the car. Again.
Oh no, not again. How did you manage that?
I put the groceries in the trunk and slammed it shut. Realized too late my keys were in the grocery bag.
Ah, that's the worst. Do you have a spare key anywhere?
Nope. It's at home, about an hour away. I'm thinking of calling a locksmith.
That's probably the quickest option. Or try roadside assistance if you have it.
Good point about roadside assistance. I'll check my insurance first. Thanks.
No problem. Hope you get it sorted out quickly.
Misunderstanding traffic signs.
I'm so confused. I thought that sign meant merge left. but then traffic started coming at me head on.
Oh no! Which sign was it? Maybe you misread it? Some of them are really tricky.
It was yellow, diamond-shaped, with 2 arrows, one curved and one straight.
Ah, that's a, quote, divided highway ends sign. It means you're about to be on a two-way road again, not to merge.
Seriously, I thought the curved arrow indicated the direction to merge. That's awful design.
I agree, it's easy to misinterpret. Always best to double-check if you're unsure.
Well, lesson learned. I'm lucky nothing bad happened. Thanks for clarifying.
Planning a car service appointment.
I need to book my car in for a service. It's almost due.
Have you decided where you're going to take it?
Not yet. I'm thinking we're going back to the dealership, but it's so expensive.
Yeah, dealerships can be pricey. Have you considered an independent mechanic?
I'm a bit wary. I don't know any good ones around here.
Ask around for recommendations. Or check online reviews. It's worth saving some money.
Good idea. I'll do some research. Thanks. Unexpectedly hitting a pothole. Ouch! I just hit a massive pothole. I think I might have damaged my tire.
Oh no, where was that? I need to avoid that road.
It was on Elm Street, right before the intersection with Oak. It was huge.
I'll remember that. Are you going to pull over and check your tire?
Yeah, I should. I'm feeling a slight wobble. Hopefully it's just a flat.
Fingers crossed it's nothing major. Be careful.
Will do. Thanks.
Accidentally locking keys in the car.
Oh no, I think I just locked the keys in the car.
You're kidding. How did that happen?
I set them down on the seat while unloading groceries and accidentally hit the lock button.
Do you have a spare set at home?
Yes, but that's an hour away. I guess I need to call a locksmith.
Yeah, that's probably the quickest solution. I can help you find a reputable one online.
Thanks, I appreciate that. This is so frustrating.
Don't worry, it happens to the best of us.
Dealing with a minor scratch.
Oh no, I just noticed a scratch on the door. I must have bumped something.
Where? Let me see. That's annoying, but it doesn't look too deep.
I know, but it's still noticeable. Do you think I can buff it out?
You could try. There are some good scratch removal kits you can buy at the auto parts store.
Yeah, I'll look into that. Otherwise, I might have to take it to a body shop.
If it's just a surface scratch, the kit should work fine. Save yourself the money.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. Thanks for the advice.
Dealing with road construction delay.
Ugh, look at this traffic. There must be construction ahead.
Of course, right when we're already running late. I hate road construction.
Me too. Do you think we should try to find an alternate route?
I checked my GPS, and it says this is still the fastest way, even with the delay.
Well, that's just great. How long does it estimate the delay to be?
About 30 minutes. We're going to be so late.
Okay, I'll call and let them know. We're stuck in traffic.
Debating extended warranty options.
So they're offering me an extended warranty on the car.
How much is it, and what does it cover?
It's about $2,000 for 5 years, and it covers most major repairs after the factory warranty expires.
That's a decent amount of money. Do you think you'll need it?
I'm not sure. The car seems reliable, but you never know what might happen.
Read the fine print carefully. Sometimes they have a lot of exclusions.
Good point. I'll definitely do that before making a decision.
Personally, I'd put that money aside for potential repairs instead.
Debating the benefits of a car wash subscription.
I'm thinking about getting a car wash subscription. They seem pretty convenient.
Are they worth it? How often do you actually wash your car?
Not as often as I should, probably. But with a subscription, I might be more inclined to go regularly.
That's true. How much does it cost, and what's included?
It's about $30 a month for unlimited basic washes. They have higher tiers with more features.
If you wash your car at least twice a month, it might be worth it. Do you like the quality of their washes?
Yeah, they do a pretty good job. I think I'll give it a try for a month and see how it goes. Encountering an aggressive tailgater. This guy is riding my tail. I can barely see his headlights.
Just stay calm and don't react. Some people are just impatient.
I'm trying, but it's making me nervous. Should I pull over and let him pass?
If it's safe to do so, yes. Just signal and pull over to the right when you can.
Okay, there's a shoulder coming up. I'll signal and move over.
Good. Let him go. It's not worth getting into an accident over.
He's gone now. What a jerk.
Lost in an unfamiliar city.
I think we took a wrong turn somewhere. This doesn't look like the route to the restaurant.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this area either. My phone's almost dead, so I can't check the GPS.
Great. Do you see any landmarks or street signs we can use?
Just a gas station a few blocks back. Maybe we should turn around and ask for directions?
That's probably our best bet. Let's try that.
Okay, turning around now. Hopefully they can point us in the right direction.
Fingers crossed. I'm starving.
Negotiating a price for a used car.
I'm really interested in this car, but I was hoping to pay closer to $10,000.
Well, we're asking $11,500. It's in excellent condition, and we've already lowered the price.
I understand, but I've seen similar models for around that price. Would you consider $10,500?
Let me talk to my manager. I'll be right back. After a few minutes, okay, we can meet you halfway at $11,000. That's the lowest we can go.
All right, I'll take it for $11,000.
Great, let's head inside and start the paperwork.
Suspecting a bad wheel bearing.
I've been hearing this humming noise when I drive, especially at higher speeds.
Where does it seem to be coming from?
It sounds like it's coming from one of the wheels. I'm thinking it might be a wheel bearing.
That's possible. Does the noise change when you turn?
Yeah, it gets louder when I turn in one direction. That's what made me think of the wheel bearing.
Definitely sounds like it. You should get that checked out soon. A bad wheel bearing can be dangerous.
I will. I'll call the mechanic tomorrow and make an appointment.
Suspecting a worn-out clutch.
I think my clutch is starting to go. It's slipping a lot.
Slipping? What does that feel like?
The engine revs up, but the car doesn't accelerate as much as it should.
Oh, I see. How old is the clutch?
It's probably the original, so about 10 years old. It's definitely time for a replacement.
That sounds expensive. Have you gotten a quote yet?
Not yet, but I'm bracing myself. It's a necessary repair, though.
Car inspection woes.
My car just failed its inspection. I'm so annoyed.
Oh really? What did it fail for?
Apparently, my brake pads are too worn down and my tail light is out.
Brakes are important. It's good they caught that. Is the tail light just a bulb?
I think so, but I don't know how to replace it myself.
Most garages will do it for a small fee. You could probably find a YouTube tutorial too.
True. I guess I'll get the brakes done professionally and try the tail light myself, thanks.
Good luck, safety first.
Concern about gas mileage.
I think my gas mileage is getting worse. I'm filling up way more often.
How much worse is it? Have you calculated the actual MPG?
Not exactly, but it feels like I'm getting at least 50 miles less per tank.
That's significant. Have you changed your driving habits recently? More city driving, maybe?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot more short trips around town.
That could be it. Short trips are killer on gas mileage. Also, check your tire pressure.
Good point. I'll check the tires. Maybe I should get a tune-up too.
A tune-up is always a good idea. It can definitely improve your fuel efficiency.
Dealing with a cracked dashboard.
Have you seen my dashboard lately? It has a huge crack in it.
Oh no, how did that happen?
I think it's from the sun. The car is old and the plastic is probably brittle.
That's a bummer. Is it just cosmetic, or is it affecting anything else?
Just cosmetic, but it looks terrible. I'm embarrassed to give people rides.
You could get a dashboard cover. They're not super expensive and they hide the cracks.
That's a good idea. I'll look into that. Thanks.
Dealing with a flat tire in the rain.
I just got a flat tire, and it's pouring rain.
Oh no, that's the worst. Do you have a spare and a jack?
Yeah, I think so, but I've never actually changed a tire before.
Okay, first, make sure you're in a safe location, away from traffic.
I'm pulled over on the shoulder, but it's still pretty close to the road.
Turn on your hazard lights. If you're uncomfortable, call roadside assistance. It's better to be safe than sorry.
You're right. I'll call them. Thanks.
Dealing with a sticking gas cap.
I can't get my gas cap off. It's stuck tight.
Sometimes they get stuck from the pressure. Try pressing down on it while you turn it.
I've tried that, but it's not working. I'm afraid I'm going to break it.
Try using a rubber glove to get a better grip, or a wrench, but be careful not to damage it.
I don't have a wrench with me. I'll try the glove trick.
If it's really stuck, you might need to take it to a mechanic. They probably have a special tool for it.
Okay, I'll give it one more shot with the glove, and if that doesn't work, I'll call for help. Debating the purchase of a new car.
I'm seriously considering buying a new car. Mine is getting old and unreliable.
What's wrong with it? Is it costing you a lot in repairs?
Yeah, it seems like something breaks down every month. Plus, it's not very fuel efficient.
New cars are expensive, though. Have you looked at your budget?
I have, and I can afford it, but I'm still hesitant to take on a car loan.
Maybe look at lightly used cars. You can often find great deals on cars that are only a year or two old.
That's a good idea. I'll start doing some research. Thanks.
Disagreement on driving directions.
I think we should take the highway. It's faster.
No, I saw on the map that there's construction on the highway. Let's take the back roads.
But the back roads are always so slow and winding.
It'll be less stressful than sitting in traffic. Trust me on this one.
I still think the highway is a better bet, even with construction.
Okay, but if we get stuck in traffic, don't say I didn't warn you.
Fine, back roads it is, but if we're late, it's on you.
Forgetting where you parked.
Oh no, I can't remember where I parked my car. That's the worst. Did you park in a garage or on the street? In a huge parking garage near the mall. All the levels look the same. Did you take a picture of the section number or the level? No, I completely forgot. I was in a hurry. Well, think back. Did you park near any landmarks like a store or an elevator? I think I was near a big red sign, but I can't remember what it said. This is going to take forever. Just try to retrace your steps from the mall entrance. Good luck!
Suspecting a bad alternator. Hey, my car's been acting weird lately. The lights dim when I accelerate.
That sounds like it could be a bad alternator. Is your battery light on?
Not constantly, but it flickers sometimes. What does the alternator do exactly?
It recharges the battery while the engine is running. If it's failing, your battery will drain.
So I should get it checked out ASAP, right?
Definitely. A dead alternator can leave you stranded. Most auto shops can test it quickly.
Okay, I'll schedule an appointment tomorrow. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. Good luck with it.
Suspecting a wheel alignment issue.
I think my car needs a wheel alignment. It's pulling to the right.
Yeah, that's a classic sign. Have you hit any major potholes recently?
Actually, yeah, I hit a pretty big one last week.
That probably knocked it out of alignment. It's not good to drive like that for too long.
Why not? What could happen?
It can wear down your tires unevenly and affect your handling. It's also less fuel efficient.
Okay, I'll schedule an appointment to get it checked out. Thanks.